What's up, everyone? ODC here with Soul Drum 86.
What's up, everybody?
And today we're doing a random toy talk. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our top 15 wrestlers of all time. So we'll do a little bit of wrestling talk just before we do our action figure talk. But this is our top 15 now. This isn't to say that one person is better than the other. This isn't to say that, well, you should have this guy higher up on your list, because this is all personal preference. So let me just put that out there before anyone starts flipping out in the chat that this guy should be higher than that guy or that guy should be higher than this guy. So this list is all personal preference. It's our top 15. For our own personal reasons. It's not due to talent or whatever. It's due to our personal preference. So if you guys want to enter your own, you can in the chat if you want to put your own top 15 favorite wrestlers of all time. But we're going to go through this list, and then we're going to do some action figure talk after. So let me just bring up the chat here. Okay. Hope everyone's having a good weekend, enjoying their day. Okay. So now these are our top 15. And why don't we'll both go through our honorable mentions, and then we'll just go spot for spot down the list. You want to do that?
Yeah, like I said, you can go first. I don't have any honorable mentions because we added the top 15. So.
I couldn't help but add at least two on here. My first honorable mention is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
My second one is Jushin Thunder Liger.
Okay.
Those are just, I've always enjoyed both those guys, and obviously Austin, he's Austin, so I mean, I got to have him on my list. But I think my list might surprise some people in some areas.
I think mine will too.
Yeah,
mine will too.
All right, so number 15, we got the honorable mentions out of the way. Number 15, what do you have for number 15?
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Okay, all right. I have Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, nice.
That's my number 15. Always enjoyed him, especially his feud with Ultimate Warrior for the Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the first and only people to pin the Ultimate Warrior. Is that true? I think that is.
I think it is.
I think he's one of the, no, he's not one of the only, or he's not the only one, but I think he's one of the only, because I'm pretty sure Hogan beat him in WCW, but that match was a disaster.
Yeah, it was.
But we won't talk about that. But Ravishing Rick Rude, one of the few guys to actually get a clean pinfall over the Ultimate Warrior. So, but Ravishing was always my favorite. Actually, it's a funny story. When I was younger, I remember when Ravishing Rick Rude, he would come inside, come inside the ring. Come inside. Whoa. He would come inside. He would come inside the ring, and he would make fun of the crowd and call them fat shitty sweat hogs and shut up while I take my robe off. And then as he would take his robe off, then he would choose a girl out of the crowd. And I always hated him when I was a kid, because he's such an arrogant asshole.
Right.
And I was like, I remember my mom brought me, and I was at the time, and I was like, if you go down there, I'm telling Dad. And she's like, don't worry, I'm not going down there. So, but then later on, I started to appreciate, when I started getting a better understanding of the business, I started to appreciate what Ravishing Rick Rude did. And I really liked his feud with, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He had a short feud with him in WCW, which was technically, he was the NWA champion at the time. Zorpox, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so that's my number 15. You have anything to say about Ray?
I just ever since WCW, I was actually more of a fan of his in WCW than WWE. But he was like the first luchador wrestler that I really gravitated to. Man, he was awesome. The stuff that he could do. He like other than the NWO stuff, he was one of the reasons why I watched WCW just to see him. He was awesome.
Yeah, the cruiserweights saved. Really, I would say the cruiserweights were just as important as the NWO at the time. Because
yes,
if you look at every pay-per-view, and we've both been saying this, that WWE should do this, every pay-per-view opened with the cruiserweights to get the crowd ready and hyped for the
exactly.
Instead of putting them in the middle of the card like they do now, they were in the beginning, and it really got everyone ready for the pay-per-view. It was the amount of talent they had.
Yeah. High flying, doing all kinds of flips, and it was awesome.
Fantastic. Really awesome. All right, number 14. Who do you have?
Buff Bagwell.
Oh wow, Buff.
I don't know why. Like Buff Bagwell was just. I love the character. I love the little thing he did when he would come out and then pose. Like like. Buff Bagwell, I love that character, man. I thought he was awesome. I did.
That's awesome. All right, I got the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase at number 14. That was tough because $1 Million Man was actually I think he was the first wrestler I ever saw on television.
Really?
Ever. I ever remember seeing. I remember him with the championship, his $1 Million championship belt. Yeah. And I'll never forget it. I was always like, I got to have that belt. I got to have that belt. And my mom was explaining to me, she's like, well, he's the only one with that belt. Can't have it. He's the $1 Million champion.
You know what? He was on. You know what? Damn. I was thinking about adding him to the list. I didn't know where. I was just like, but I do like $1 Million Man a lot.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I loved his. I'm thank God he finally got a title run. He should have been one of the guys, and I really feel like $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and Jake the Snake Roberts should have had at least one title run with the WWE title.
Yeah,
they were that big back then. They were that big and that good at the time. They always got really good heel reactions. Mm-hmm. Especially Jake in 91 into going into 92. Oh my God. He was like super heel.
Right.
And if it were me, I would go back and if I were able to book what was it, WrestleMania 8? Mm-hmm. I would have booked Jake the Snake Roberts winning the Royal Rumble in 92 instead of Ric Flair, and because he had such a good feud with the Snake Bite with Elizabeth and Macho. I would have had Jake winning the title at Royal Rumble and then defending it against Macho Man at WrestleMania. It would have just it would have worked out so well. But Ted DiBiase, they really dropped the ball with him. Yes, I'm glad that he did get at least one title run with IRS with the tag team titles. That was good. But I would have liked him with the world title at least once. I know he technically won it and it was given to him, but it was taken off of him right away. So, so that's my number 14. What do you got for number 13? Lucky number 13.
British Bulldog.
Okay. British Bulldog.
Yeah, I've pretty much always been a fan of British Bulldog, man. When he was with Dynamite Kid, like I love. He was one of the first wrestlers I saw where he would hold the guy up for a suplex.
Yeah.
For a long time, just walk around before he would drop him. I love that, man. Yeah, I loved his moveset. Like that dude was really good in the ring. Just all around character, even the music. Like that dude was awesome. Coming out with the little bulldog that he had. What was the bulldog's name?
Oh, what was it? Winston? Was it Winston?
Was it Winston?
No, it's going to bother me. I have to look it up now. Zorpox, we're doing our top 15. If you guys are just tuning in, we're doing our top 15 favorite wrestlers of all time. Now, this is coming down to personal preference. This is not based on talent or anything like that. This is just who we like the most. But let us know your top 15 favorite wrestlers of all time. in the chat if you guys want to let us know that, and I'll read them off. Also, we're going to be doing action figure talk right after our list is done, so don't worry. We are going to be talking about action figures and stuff like that. Yeah, what is the British Bulldog's name? What was his name? I think it was, wasn't it Winston?
I can't remember. I'm drawing the biggest blank on that one.
I'm looking it up now. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. All right. Well, you got the Bulldog. What the heck is that Bulldog's name? Can't stand it. It's bothering me. Chat, do you know? Let me know in the chat, because I don't know. I think it's Winston. I don't know. We'll move on. Okay. My number 13 is Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, as soon as I remember seeing Kurt Angle before he went to the WWF, and he was on ECW. He was on one. I think he was actually there for. He didn't wrestle, but I think he was at an ECW event. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. And he was going to sign with ECW, and then they did the whole crucifix thing with Raven, and he was like, "I got to get the hell out of here. These guys are out of their minds. They're doing crucifixion." Yeah, and I guess Kurt is religious too, so he got the hell out of there. But I remember seeing him on television on ECW once. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm confusing that. But I do remember seeing him. I think he was on one episode of ECW, and then he got the fuck out of there, and then he signed with WWE, WWF right after that.
What was his character? Didn't he have a mask on when he first debuted in WWE?
No, that was the Patriot.
Okay,
that was Del Wilkes.
Because didn't he have the same music?
Del Wilkes' music was actually turned into being Kurt Angle's music.
Kurt Angle's that's what I was confused about. I was like, was that him like when he first came and then they just got rid of that gimmick?
Yeah, that was it was Del Wilkes first, and then it was they gave it to Kurt after I think Del Wilkes went back to New Japan for a little while, and then he ended up retiring. Aronis, what's up? How you doing? All right. All right. So number 12. What do you have?
Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado. Okay,
I have Ultimo Dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ultimo Dragon's one of my all-time favorites. Whether he was in New Japan or his time in Japan, or his short run in WWE, or his he had a pretty decent run in WCW. He was multi cruiserweight champion and television champion. I don't think he was ever going to get the U.S. title. I was always rooting for him to get the U.S. title, but I don't know. Ultimo Dragon is one of the. I think at one time he was holding 8 titles at one time.
Are you serious?
He was holding 8 titles at one time. So he is. If you don't know who Ultimo Dragon is, guys, you can go on WWE Network and you can see his work. He's fantastic in the ring, very fluid, crisp offense. He's one of the few people that actually had a finisher as a dragon suplex. I love the dragon sleeper is one of my favorite submission holds of all time. I love the dragon sleeper. It just looks so painful, especially when he would grapevine people. Mm-hmm. It was fantastic. But he's my number 12, and that was very tough. It was so. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, that are we doing the next one or?
Okay. Number 11?
1-2-3 Kid.
1-2-3 Kid. Okay.
Yeah, not X-Pac, but 1-2-3
I was about to
Kid.
say. Are we including X-Pac in this?
I mean, I like X-Pac, but as a kid, like a lot of my list is also for guys like that. I remember being a huge fan of 1-2-3 Kid, especially when he teamed up with Razor Ramon. Mm-hmm. But yeah, 1-2-3 Kid was so awesome to me. I don't know if it was because he was so little and he had that underdog kind of, gimmick about him. So yeah, I like that. I liked him.
Oh, Zorpox let us know the dog's name was Matilda.
Matilda. Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Zorpox. Thank you. God, that would have bothered me all day because I was like, okay, so 1-2-3 Kid. I have Daniel Bryan as my number 11.
That's a good one.
I mean, what else is there to say about Daniel Bryan that we already don't know? I mean, I still think that the WWE. I understand that what they're doing. They've got the concussion protocol, and they're deathly afraid of being sued because they're being sued right now. Yeah. They're in a big lawsuit with the whole concussion thing. I get it, but I mean, how many other guys? Randy Orton just got a concussion last SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
By Brock Lesnar. He got knocked the fuck out by Brock Lesnar and busted open in a live pay-per-view. So you can't sit here and tell me that, I understand that Daniel Bryan's got a neck injury too, but he's been cleared by 4 different doctors outside of WWE.
Yeah.
These are the same WWE doctors that would clear a staph infection that lasted on CM Punk for over a year. So
now, I think one thing didn't he reveal that he had, was it a seizure? Because I remember somebody saying maybe that's why they kept him out, is because like if he didn't reveal that he had seizures from it, that they probably would have cleared him.
Well, see, the thing is that he's been. I think it was even after that he had. I don't know if he had a seizure. I think I remember hearing something about it though.
But that does suck that they and I don't know how true it is, but that he wants to wrestle again. So when his contract,
he's going to go right to the.
Yeah, I've been hearing that more and more. He hasn't been on TV because of the baby, has he?
He hasn't had a seizure since February 12th of 2016. So see now I get seizures. I'm a former EMT. Mm-hmm. I understand seizures. My wife is epileptic, so I understand seizures. I understand that people are afraid of them. But when seizures happen, they happen. There's nothing really you can do about them. It's not like you can stop seizures from happening. They either happen or they don't. And there's plenty of people that were former wrestlers that were epileptic. Okay. Mm-hmm. It didn't stop them from wrestling. Okay. So my point is that what I think happened here is Roman Reigns got in the way, and they were trying to keep Daniel Bryan the fuck away from Roman Reigns because they want Roman Reigns to be the next big guy. That I think has a part of it. I'm not saying that's all of it, but I think it's a part of WWE's agenda. And they even tried to get Roman Reigns over by defeating Daniel Bryan, which no one believed and no one watched anyway. But he's going to, once his contract is up, and you can tell WWE wants to keep him there because of even his notoriety. Daniel Bryan said, as soon as my contract is up, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We all know he's leaving. Whether he goes back to Ring of Honor or whether he goes back to New Japan, which I think he should go, because I think that's what he'll. I think he'll for what's best for his career. We'll see. I don't think WWE will ever let him back.
No,
and that's their problem because they're throwing money away.
Right, and what sucks is, and I hope this is not the case, but some people were just speculating, like they were wondering if his deal. he has to be on TV a certain amount of time, and with him having all of this time off right now, is WWE going to use that to their advantage? To
They already
like,
have.
you know,
they already have.
Oh, are you serious?
Yep, all his time off that he took off. That's why his contract was supposed to be up this year, and now it goes through to 2018 now because he took that whole year off. So it sucks, but he's got to suck it up. I know he just had a baby, but I know this guy's not done. He's not done. There's no way he's done.
Right.
It's not the last you'll see of Daniel Bryan in a ring. So I wouldn't worry about it. And it's all I would blame the WWE for I mean, I partially blame them and I partially don't because they're trying to cover their own ass. I get that. But still, at the same point, people with worse injuries have been cleared. Austin.
Right.
Austin. That's all I'll say is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's damn near paralyzed.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So, all right. What was your number 11? Or number 11?
Was that the number that you were just on?
Yeah.
11, right? Mine was 1, 2, 3, kid.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Number 10. We're in the top 10 now.
CM Punk for me.
Ooh, he just missed my list.
Oh, really?
He just missed it.
Yeah, CM Punk, man. That dude, he was actually one of the guys who brought me back into wrestling more around that time. He definitely got me back into it. I loved his promos.
Oh,
especially the one, especially his classic one where they cut the mic off on him. Like that was, I wish, like, well, Miz kind of does promos like that now, but I wish more guys at least had that ability with what they're given and just
Miz kind of does them, but then he like holds back. Like CM Punk did not give a shit. He was like, "I'll say whatever the fuck I want. What are you gonna do? Fire me? You need me more than I need you." You know.
Like, remember when he was having that promo with Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels said something like, "He's like, me and you were both like we didn't do drugs," and he said something about Shawn like saying
anymore.
Like, well, anymore, yeah.
He's like, we're very similar, you and I. He's like, we don't like authority. We think with our heart, not our head. And he's like, and we both don't do drugs anymore. And then everyone was laughing. Man, how great would have if we got Shawn and CM Punk in their prime together?
I know.
Holy shit! Could you imagine the shit they said if we got DX Shawn Michaels?
Yes,
97 Shawn Michaels. Oh my god! Holy shit! All right. So there's my number 10 is Mr. Perfect.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I always love Mr. Perfect. He's still. I would if I ever make a top 10 greatest Intercontinental champions, he's on the list immediately.
Yeah,
he's on the list immediately.
I can agree with that.
I'll never forget his promos though. His promo packages before he got to the WWF and actually wrestled were you guys. If you guys haven't seen his old promos, go on YouTube, go wherever you need to go on WWE Network and look them up. They're absolutely fantastic, and I think a lot of what the promo packages that Razor Ramon did stemmed a lot from what Mr. Perfect did and what Ted DiBiase did, because Ted DiBiase had those same type of promos too. But I loved it, and you can also see a lot of that reminiscing through Alberto Del Rio's early promos, which I loved, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mr. Perfect, he's got to be in my top 10. All right, number 9.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
He actually got knocked down really far.
I bet.
He
guy's a fucking asshole.
Originally, he wouldn't have been like it, and honestly, he was almost not going to be on the list. But lying, I would be lying then not having him on the list, because as a kid, he was like, for me, the Michael Jordan of wrestling. He was the guy that I gravitated to a lot. You know what I mean? Like, he was the one, like how you said you saw Ted DiBiase first. Hogan was like one of the first guys that I liked in wrestling. Like when Undertaker beat him, I think I was in tears.
There was a lot of kids in tears.
Like
I was one of the few kids going, yes, yes, yes. I hated Hogan. I know. I was never, you know what? And a lot of people probably won't believe me saying that. I was never into Hogan. There was a lot of kids that were like Hogan people and Ultimate Warrior people. I was never one of those kids. I was always a Macho Man guy.
You know what? That's pretty much like my brother. Well, my brother, he kind of he's always loved the heels. Like, there's not too many baby faces my brother was a fan of. He's always been like that, man.
Yeah.
Like with anything. I'm talking like Transformers. Like he liked the Decepticons.
Yeah. So that's what you go with. You gotta. I mean, it's hard not to root for the bad guy sometimes, you know.
And as a kid, I've always been like, I started liking the heels later, and I started liking the heels if I was a fan of theirs as a babyface and they turned heel, like Shawn. Like, well, Shawn was kind of always, but you know what I mean. Like when he turned like babyface and heel and stuff like that, it didn't matter to me. But other than that, I was always rooting for the faces.
Yeah. Well, Shawn was always a better heel than a face.
He was.
He always was. He's just a natural. He's one of those guys that are just a natural heel. You know what I mean? Like you could flip him babyface here and there, but it kind of gets stale. And then
it gets stale. Yep.
It did. Especially in the '90s for him, it got stale quick. Especially in '96, towards the latter of '96, it got kind of stale, and people were starting to boo him. But that's when WWE was smart, because when they would start doing that, then they would flip the characters. And they flip them. Yeah, exactly. And that's what they did in '97. They flipped them. Yeah. So, my number 9. Okay, so my number 9 is the Great Muta. Always has been. He's always been high up on my list. I want to actually put him higher. I was going to put him between him and number 8. I was kind of flip flopping between the two, but. Yeah, Great Muta. I mean, just go watch his stuff. I don't even need to say anything. Just go watch his matches. They're fantastic. He had a short run in WCW and in the NWA, but he's mostly been in Japan. But you can check out his stuff on. I think there's a whole bunch of matches. I think there's a compilation match on Daily Motion. You can watch a whole bunch of his matches on there. So.
Oh, hey, okay.
So definitely go check that out.
We ready for number 8?
Yep, number 8.
Lex Luger.
Luger.
Yeah, the American-made Lex Luger. I know a lot of people didn't like that character because, that was pretty much Vince trying to have somebody take over Hogan's spot. But again, as a kid, when I saw Lex in that, like, I loved his ring attire, the white boots, the American flag, like, trunks, and just his power moves. I love the guys that had a lot of power moves. Like, he was definitely, like, in WCW, I didn't watch him much in WCW, but when he was in WWE, I did like the narcissist character too. But when he was the American Lex Luger, that I love that character. Even his half-ass body slam on Yokozuna.
Hey, he still slammed him though. I mean, Ahmed Johnson really slammed him, but
yeah.
But Lex got him up, I guess, with the help of Yoko. I like Lex. I always liked Lex. He's native of Buffalo, New York, where I'm from, and always liked him. I'll never forget. Forget it. There's an interview with Lex talking about Bobby the Brain Heenan, and he's like, tell us about your debut for WWF, and he's like, oh man, the narcissist character. He's like, I couldn't stand it. He's like, I hated it. He's like, I'll never forget that my debut. I'm at Royal Rumble 1993. And it was the unveiling. I guess he was supposed to have a match, and then they switched it to just an unveiling.
Yeah.
And he's like, why can't I just have a match instead? Just give me a debut match against someone. And Vince was like, no, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have you in this robe, and there's going to be these mirrors around you, and Bobby the Brain Heenan's going to be on the microphone the whole time, and he's going to be describing describing your body to everyone, and Lex is like, "What is he going to be doing?" And he's like, one of the worst segments I ever got asked to do was do that segment where I had to unveil my body to everyone, and I got Bobby the Brain Heenan and trying not to laugh as he describes my lats and my biceps and triceps and how oiled up I was, and so funny. You guys got to check out that interview. But yeah, that's great. I love Lex Luger. He was never like the guy, you know what I mean? But he was the guy. But
Right.
every promoter wanted him to be the guy, and he just never. He was not. He didn't have the potential. Can't talk. He didn't have the potential to be the guy. But he got the belt on a regular basis. So
right.
He beat Hogan for the title.
Yeah.
He beat Hogan for the title. When it was NWO Hogan, he beat NWO Hogan. Unbelievable. Okay, so my number 8 is Dean Malenko.
Oh yeah, okay. I was wondering where he was going to be on your list.
Yep. The man of 1,000 holds. I mean, he's always been fantastic. I'm pretty sure that Roderick Strong is the direct clone of Dean Malenko. I swear to God, the guy hits like Dean Malenko. Everything. It's hilarious. But no, honestly, it's got to be Dean. I always enjoyed all of his matches. How technical he was.
Yeah.
Was he a good promo? No. Did he need to be? No. He was the Iceman. He was not meant to. He was meant to come out there, kick your ass, out wrestle you, and win. That's what he was meant to do. He was also part of the Four Horsemen, and I think he deserved that. Actually, unlike other people, Paul Roma. I'm looking at you. But yeah, Dean Malenko's got to be in my top 10. He's always been an important wrestler to me, and yeah. So moving on to number 7. What do you have?
I got The Rock.
The Rock sales.
Yeah, dude. Like The Rock is another character where a lot of people thought he was cheesy. I actually dug the Rocky Maivia, but I like everybody else. I loved it more, of course, when he became The Rock, Nation of Domination. I just love the way that storyline when he slowly took over and kicked and got them to kick Farouk out. I just love that whole thing. Like,
the eyebrow.
Remember when he gave everybody a Rolex and then he gave Farouk the picture of him?
Asshole.
That was so awesome, man. That was awesome. It was like, oh my gosh, like, and that's what I love. I miss that kind of storyline building. Like it was so fun to watch because you saw the tension with them. Because first everything was cool, but you saw the tension week after week, and then it just boiled over. And I love.
Well,
that.
you could see that the Rock just had it. He had everything at that point. He had more talent than Farouk did, to be honest with you, in the ring and on the mic. Nothing against Ron Simmons. He's a fantastic wrestler. Yeah. But he was out of his league, and it was just a natural thing for The Rock. But that ended up almost killing Farouk's character, to be honest with you. Yeah, it did. Because he had nothing going for him after that. It's like you can't turn Farouk babyface. Like, right. No.
Right. Like when they teamed him up with JBL, that's when that's when he pretty much had his resurgence.
Yeah,
after that.
Exactly. And that wasn't actually that short after. I think it was 99. He started coming back.
Yeah.
Teaming with Farouk. They were the Acolytes. Okay, so number 7 for me is Roddy Piper.
Another good one.
Roddy Piper, another one. I would say between him and Macho Man were my 2 favorites growing up as a child. It was hard for me to place him on the list with all the rest that are in the top 6 here. It's very tough, but Roddy Piper always. Rest in peace. Just a fantastic promo. Always, his promos were always like just one step ahead of everyone else's. Like he would find a way to outsmart you on the microphone all the time. I loved his Piper Pitt promos.
Yes.
Those are great. Oh, he would always I love when he had Hogan on, and he would always try to get Hogan to do the opposite of what his character is.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole. So good. So Roddy Piper was my number 7. 6 for you.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay, Austin.
Yeah. Stone Cold, man. I actually got his autograph one time. But yeah, Stone Cold, Ringmaster, that shit was
that was bad. That was bad.
But seriously, once he became Stone Cold, that character was awesome, man. The way he was cutting promos. I love the stuff between him and Bret Hart. I think that, and he's had a lot of great feuds with pretty much anybody that he's had, matched up against. Has been really good and entertaining. But the Bret Hart stuff, man, would you put the Bret Hart stuff up against him and The Rock? I would actually, yeah.
I would too.
And I love the stuff with him and The Rock, but yeah, the stuff with Bret Hart, man, and it was cool to see what that did to Bret Hart's character as well. That's what made that whole dynamic so great. Just seeing that changing of the guards, you got Bret Hart, who was loved, and slowly, and just that whole thing was just really good.
Exactly. Yeah, and you never saw that. You never saw that happen with The Rock once. People always like Stone Cold more than The Rock.
Exactly.
They always did. And if they tell you otherwise, they're lying. They're lying.
Right.
Because everyone always rooted for Austin over The Rock. They always wanted Austin to win. Even in Austin's last match in 2003 at WrestleMania, what was it, 19?
Yeah.
They were still rooting for Austin to win. People wanted Austin to win that match. My number 6 is Chris Jericho.
I was wondering if you was going to have him on there.
Yeah.
I almost put him on my list. He almost made it.
Yeah. But Jericho's got to be on my watching him from WCW when he was the Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and then actually, what was it? Within, I think it was about 5 years ago when they had, I think his DVD came out, and he's got all the old matches from Rocky Mountain Wrestling. And that was actually, if you guys don't know who Rocky Mountain Wrestling is, that was Jim Cornette's old promotion, where he was in a tag team with Benoit, I believe. Was it Benoit or who was it? What were they called? They were called. The Blade, what are they called? The Blade Runners or some shit like that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Jericho's early years. Anyway, I digress. Let me know in the chat. I'm not gonna sit here 20 minutes fucking reminiscing about it.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. But if you go check that out, Rocky Mountain Wrestling. I saw it. I think it's on his DVD from 2010 or 11-ish, something like that. One of those years it came out. But really good. I mean, it's Chris Jericho. What do I need to say about Chris Jericho that you don't already know? It's Chris Jericho. He's on my list. There you go. Okay, number 5.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
Love the Macho Man. It's another guy where when I started watching wrestling, man, I love the elbow drop. I think by far, and I don't know if maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's just because it's Macho Man. I think he's got, other than Shawn Michaels, he's got one of the best elbow drops off the top. Because I even like Shawn Michaels' his elbow drop that he would do before he would get ready to do the Sweet Chin Music. But Macho Man, the way him and Elizabeth, that whole dynamic, the way when he would cut promos and how he would talk to her and stuff, Macho Man was, and he would say some of the craziest stuff. His promos, him and the Ultimate Warrior, sometimes wouldn't make any sense in the world, but they just had the kind of they had this. Their characters just made it work, man. They had the ability to make it work.
I love it. My favorite thing about Macho Man is how meticulous he was about his spots in the ring. Yeah. If someone messed up a spot, he would get very upset. He wouldn't get upset to the point where he'd punch someone or kick someone for messing up a spot, but he would be like like, what the? Come on, brother. Why are you fucking up this spot, man? You know, like I love that about him. I love hearing that about him and all the old interviews. It's too bad, and I'm still mad at WWE for not burying the hatchet earlier.
Yeah, man,
and bringing him back, which they should have. They had from 2001 until his untimely death to bring him back and fix things. And I still think to this day that after all the bullshit, after all what he said, she said bullshit, I think at the people like Vince and Triple H would have liked to bring him back sooner than they would have. I think they have some regrets about that whole Macho Man situation. But you know, another guy they dropped the ball with. They should have kept him around a lot longer than, or they should have done more with him in '93 than what they did. What was it, '93, and then '94 was his last year, and then he went to WCW late '94. So it's unfortunate. I always saw Macho Man as a WWF guy.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, growing up watching him for all those years, and then they just let him leave like that. It's unfortunate. And you know what really pisses me off about the new generation is that they marketed the new generation and all pushing all these new talent and all this. They had all these old guys there still. They had fucking King Kong Bundy. They had Nikolai Volkov there. Like, well, you're still pushing old shit. We're pushing that much new shit. But I digress. Whatever. It's in the past. Let's leave it there. My number 5 is Bret the Hitman Hart. He could have been higher up on the list, but he is where he is for a reason. He got knocked out of his spot. It's Bret Hart. I mean, what do I need to say about Bret Hart? Not the best promo. I think he had started having better promos when he was allowed to be more of himself. In 96 to 97.
I was about to say, that's when it got real good.
When he came back from WrestleMania in 96. Actually, you could start seeing it in 95 at the Royal Rumble, 95 Royal Rumble. His match against Diesel, you saw a different side of Bret Hart that we'd never seen before. That's when he was hitting Diesel with a chair. He was that was 96 Summer Survivor Series, excuse me. But he was tying Diesel's legs up against the turn post and like wailing on his legs. Like we never saw that side of Bret Hart before. And it started in, I want to say that Royal Rumble 95 he was starting to shine, become more comfortable in his own skin. And But nothing beats 97 Bret Hart, I don't think. Nothing beats it. Okay, number 4. Who do you have?
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, this dude, the big guns.
Man, I swear, like he was like a superhero. When this dude would come out, way he ran to the ring, and this is just stuff like as a kid when you're watching this and you see this dude, he was jacked. He just had so much energy, but it was funny because like I remember even, and I never noticed it as a kid watching Ultimate Warrior, but when I watched his DVD that came out, when guys were talking and they said a lot of the times the reason why his matches were short was because he wasted so much energy running and shaking the ropes because he would be winded. And I never noticed that, but when you go back and watch his matches, he really was winded before his matches doing all of that stuff.
Yep, he's like, all blown up.
Yeah, and it made a lot of his, and then paying attention a little bit more, some of his moves would be a little sloppy, but the character, and I will say this, that's the magic that wrestling used to have before. And it's why, I always listen to guys talk about matches that happen now, and they're like, oh, the in-ring work was so great, and that's what made the match great. But if you think about it, back then, and even in the Attitude Era, guys didn't have to be so great in the ring. Everything else about them made their matches good. It was the ring psychology. It was certain things that went on. They didn't have to be like this tremendous athlete.
Yeah. They had to be good storytellers.
Exactly. And it's like, that's why it's like, if you look at a lot of guys on my list, they weren't, they weren't Bret Hart level wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like not everybody was that kind of wrestler. You didn't have to be back then. It's like now it's like that's all they rely on because it's so less about them developing the character. So yeah, Ultimate Warrior, number 4, man, for me.
Okay, number 4. My number 4 is you had Macho Man at number 5. I got him at number 4.
Okay.
And, so there's Macho. There he is. Like I said, probably you know. I mean, this top 5, really, I could say they're all my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's how it is with me.
It's very hard to do this list. Trust me. So, I mean, Macho. I mean, my favorite match of Macho is probably everyone else's favorite match of Macho, which is WrestleMania 3 against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yep.
The match of the night.
That storyline build-up was awesome.
The match, everything about
like
the feud,
man.
The story, the in-ring work, everything that went into that match was just so well done.
Remember before that match when he injured him, when he took the bell, jumping off the top. I love that.
So good,
man.
So good.
Love that, and that was. All
I'll be honest with you. As much as everyone loved Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and Ricky was a special guy. Another guy that the WWF dropped the ball with. Okay, another guy that should have been world heavyweight champion. Another guy that could have had the potential to be so popular. He could have been, I think, up there with Hulk Hogan. To be honest with you, if he was marketed right, if he was used properly. Yeah. But he wasn't, and it's unfortunate. But as much as everyone was rooting for Ricky, I was still rooting for Macho to retain.
Oh, yeah, same here.
I was still rooting for him.
Same here.
But it's okay. Macho got his just due the next year.
Yeah.
But
right,
yeah, what's that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, it was just, I was so happy that my brother had all of this stuff on tape. He used to tape. So it's like, I didn't actually just see, like, highlights of buildups. I actually got to see the actual nights when things would happen from everything that my brother recorded. I actually saw, like, WrestleMania's, like, 1, 2, and 3. They were all recorded. My brother had them all recorded before, like, they started releasing them on VHS to watch them again. Like, those first few WrestleManias I saw just from everything that my brother taped. That's how I got to know a lot of the old school guys.
Yeah. Just fantastic. All right, we are in our top 3. Now it's getting serious.
Yep.
Top 3 is where it's serious, okay? I think my top 3 might stun a lot of people, to be honest with you. It really might. All right, but go ahead. I'll let you go first. Go
ahead. Razor Ramon.
Okay, Razor.
All-time favorite. Like you said, everybody in this could just pretty much be grouped in as being my favorite. You did. You messaged me saying you got that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like Razor Ramon, man, everything from the promos, the Razor's Edge, everything about Razor Ramon, I loved. And it continued on when he became Scott Hall in WCW. Yep. Dude is just all-time great to me, man. All-time great.
Another guy they dropped the ball with should have been world heavyweight.
He should have been. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth.
He should have.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just getting ready to say he should have been a champ. Me and my friend were talking about that. He was like one of the greatest wrestlers to never become WWE champion.
I think if Vince would have said, if Vince would have told Scott Hall, you know what, we're going to make you WWF champion this year, he might have stayed in '96.
He might have stayed, yeah.
I think he would have. I think he might have, yeah. So
because what's funny is that him and Diesel both didn't want to go. They
didn't.
They didn't want to leave.
They didn't. The money was too good, and they. I mean, let's face it. '96 Razor was starting to get stale. I mean, how many times we need to see this guy win the Intercontinental Championship?
Exactly.
We all knew that it was the next level was there for him. He had the promo ability, always so good on the mic. He had the promos. He had the look. He had the wrestling technique. He had it all, and they dropped the ball. I still think that it would have made for a better feud with Bret Hart back in '93. He had a
Yes.
short feud with Bret Hart, and it led into the 1993 Royal Rumble where they had a decent match. I would have given the. I know a lot of people might be pissed off when I say this. I would have given the belt to Razor.
I would have. Yeah, hell yeah.
I would have given the belt to Razor, and then you could have put Bret Hart in the Royal Rumble later on.
Yep.
And you could have had him eliminate Yokozuna. Yokozuna could have had his year the next year in '94. This way you don't have this debacle with fucking what the hell's going on. But with 2 winners, that was awful, by the way. Not a bad Royal Rumble, but just don't like 2 winners. It's just like kissing your sister. It's like, you know? But anyway, I digress. Yeah, well, I totally agree. I mean, Razor's not on my list, unfortunately. Spoilers. But he's there. Like,
yeah,
I could put him on there with my honorable mentions, and he would probably be on there. But
yeah,
my number 3 is AJ Styles.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a lot of current guys on here, as you can see, besides Jericho.
Yeah,
I think that's the only other current guy I have on here.
I'm gonna get in. I want to get into that too when we're done with the list. I do have an explanation of why there's not a lot of new guys on here.
Yeah, there is. Daniel Bryan, I can't even consider him because he's not currently wrestling. So I can't even consider him a current guy because he's not wrestling. So AJ Styles, AJ Styles was the only reason I watched TNA for as long as I did. I started watching TNA in 2002 when it started. Okay? Not a whole lot of people were watching TNA in 2002. I have news for you, okay? Not a lot of people are watching TNA right now. I have news.
Right now.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Bruce Pritchard is doing no good things over there. Let me just say. Anyway, AJ Styles, even before his WWE days, which have been fantastic, Wrestler of the Year last year, WWE champion, he had a decent reign. I would have liked to see him go all the way to WrestleMania with that title, which I think he should have.
He really should have.
But that's WWE for you. They don't understand what they're doing at any time. So, AJ Styles, he's fantastic. He is the best wrestler on the planet right now. Now, some people might think, what about Kenny Omega? No. Kenny's good, but he's not AJ Styles good. I'm sorry. Right. So, really, and he's a good baby face. People naturally love this guy. Yep. He's a good heel, even though people really still love him.
They still love him even when he's a heel.
He's a good heel. He can pull it off. His promo work has gotten significantly better throughout the years. I would say his promo work from around 2014 to now has peaked.
Yeah,
it's really peaked. He's been doing the best.
Other than The Miz, he's one of my favorite promos. In wrestling today. Other than The Miz, it's him.
Yeah, he's got it. He definitely has it. So AJ Styles, my number 3. That's a big deal. All right, number 2. Final 2.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka
Triple H.
Yeah. H. I didn't watch him at all when he was in WCW, but once he debuted, and first I loved his vignettes when people were getting ready for him. He would be sitting like in this like little rich mansion with the fireplace and all of that. But I love that he came to the ring with a different girl every match at first, and just that whole gimmick was cool as hell. And then his transitions from that into the DX Triple H and then to the Game. I loved when he was the Game. When he was accompanied to the ring by China, that whole like stint with them, Triple H was just that. He was that dude for me, man. Yeah. Seriously, Triple H was he was awesome. And I loved his his setup. And a lot of guys, I don't know if this really happens a lot now in wrestling, really. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough. But guys used to have like a setup to their finisher. Mm-hmm. And I used to love Triple H's setup. You always knew when he was getting ready to do
the knee drop, the knee smash.
Yeah, the knee drop, the knee smash.
Spine buster.
Spine buster. And it was like, I love that. And just, Triple H was that dude, man. I loved his promos. I loved him in the ring. And then when him and Shawn Michaels, it was just like, because I didn't know they were best friends until later when they teamed up, and it was like, well, damn, two of my favorite wrestlers is like cool like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Triple H is number 2.
Triple H, yeah, that's a definitely understandable pick. The guy's probably the most consistent wrestler. I would give him that title. Most consistent throughout any other wrestler, I would say. I'd say maybe him and Shawn are probably the two most consistent people. But my number 2, I mean, it's fucking obvious here. Who's number 2? Woo!
Ric Flair?
It's Ric Flair. So Ric Flair for a long time was number 1 for a long time.
No, okay.
Ric Flair's number 1 for a long time. Growing up, my favorite heel of all time, I think. I mean, how could you not? It's Ric Flair. The guy's skin looks like leather right now. But he's still lovable. You still love the guy. If I see him at a bar, I'm gonna do a bunch of shots with him, so I can just listen to him fucking rant and rave for an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Ric Flair. He's number 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Ric Flair. Number 1, I think we can go. What we'll do is we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll say the name because I know it's the same thing.
I was thinking I was about to tell you to do that.
All right,
that is hilarious.
All right, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels.
That's hilarious, dude. I was like, for this next one, we got to do it at the same time. It's the same.
We both knew it was going to be Shawn Michaels is going to be number 1. I mean, what is there to say about Shawn Michaels?
Right.
To me, he's the greatest wrestler to ever live, and that's saying a lot if he's ahead of Ric Flair. His promo work, he had the look, he had the promo work. He's athletic. He could get the job done. He told his great story. The guy could have a match with a friggin' broom and get over. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter. You get the broom over. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's
and you
Shawn
know
Michaels.
What's funny about how Shawn became my favorite wrestler is because if we were to go back in time and you guys were able to see me and my brother watching WrestleMania 10, you would probably be shocked that Shawn Michaels is now my number 1 wrestler. I was so rooting against him in that. I was so happy. But it wasn't too short after that I did start liking him, though. Like, WrestleMania 10 was like the last time I really wasn't like a fan. But, going back, that was an awesome match, by the way. But even going back, it's like when I became a Shawn Michaels fan, I went back and I was like, you know what? I'm appreciating a lot of this stuff a lot more. And I didn't necessarily like hate Shawn, but he's going against Razor, and at that time, I liked Razor Ramon a lot more. So
a lot of kids liked Razor more than Shawn. A lot of kids did.
Like, I want to say, really in 1995, that's when Shawn Michaels really became like that dude. When he was the first one in the Royal Rumble and the last one, that I was like, yeah, this dude is awesome.
Yeah. Shawn, I always liked Shawn because I loved the Rockers, because to me, growing up and watching the Rockers, they were a completely different tag team from any other tag team there, and I respected the hell out of that growing up and watching them. They were nothing like anyone had seen in WWE. There was no carbon copy of the Rockers in the WWE at that time. There was none. Or WWF, excuse me. And they should have been official tag team champions. They were scheduled to, and I'm sure a lot of people know this, they were scheduled to defeat, they were actually, I think the lost footage of them defeating the Hart Foundation for the tag team titles, which was supposed to be shot on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Is on one of Shawn's DVDs. There's like 4 Shawn DVDs, so I don't remember which
There's
one.
A ton of them, man. I can't remember which one that was.
It's the one with his documentary on it, which was really good, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's that one. But they should have won the titles. To me, they were the most talented team on the roster. And And they, for some reason, they had some weird losses on their record. They lost to like Orient Express. Like, the fuck? Why? Why would you have them lose to Orient Express? But you gotta understand it. I understand, and I do understand. It was a different time. There was all about the big guys at the time, and they were deemed small. So, but I was like Sean as the Rockers, and then when he broke away from Marty, I was kind of pissed at him because I liked the Rockers so much. I'm like, why would they break up the Rockers? I want them to be tag team champions. But I would say after the whole, after he came out and after he turned his back, which I think is the best heel turn of all time, and that's saying a lot with the whole barbershop incident with Marty. I think that's the best heel turn as far as what I'm concerned. Now, a lot of people might say, no, it's Hogan. It's Hogan. I know. Hogan was a good one, but
yeah, that was a good one.
And Hogan's was shocking too, but Marty and Sean were like brothers. That was a big deal back then. That happened, and at the time when he threw him through the window, that was a big deal too.
That was a big.
We didn't see like that. That was considered extreme back then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because it felt real.
Yeah.
It felt very real.
Yeah, it did. It was ahead of its time for that type of heel turn.
And wasn't that Brother Love's or no.
That was
in the barbershop. Beefcake. Yeah, Beefcake. That's right.
Yep.
And his reaction made it feel real.
Yeah. It just worked. Everything in that segment worked so well.
Everything. It was like, whoa, yeah.
And then you could see right when Sean, after he throws him through the window and he picks up that magazine and he says, "Are the Rockers okay?" And he rips them in half, and then he just walks off. You could see he was something special right there. You could tell.
Yeah.
Just the way he looked at the camera, the way he delivered lines, so well done. And then what was it? 92 is when I really started getting into his singles run. 92.
Another reason why I wasn't a fan of his was, we mentioned it earlier, I was such a huge fan of the baby faces, and he was a heel. So that was another thing. It took a while to warm up to, start liking some heels, even though I did like Macho Man, that was like something different though. It was just
but Macho was kind of like a flip flop. He would
yeah.
I'm babyface. Now I'm heel.
Now I'm heel. Right.
Now I'm babyface.
But like I was gonna say, why there's not a lot of current guys on my list. I'm a fan of a lot of guys right now in the WWE, but the problem is everything that we have talked about through this whole top 15, they don't do anymore. You can like a guy, but then they don't do anything with them. Yep. They don't they show off too many weaknesses with guys instead of showing off their strengths. Yep. They don't have characters enough that you can gravitate to. I'm actually shocked that there's some guys that I like, but they don't do enough to make them larger than life. Yeah. They don't do anything to make them larger than life anymore. And that's why a lot of guys, it's like, so this is not a thing of me just liking the old school guys and I don't like the new school guys. I just want everybody to know look, I love Tyler Breeze. I like Enzo and Big Cass. I like AJ Styles. Love AJ Styles. I like The Miz. There's a ton of guys that I like, but it's like, you got to do more with these guys. Other than, was the match good? Like, I want everything else, to be bigger about these guys, man.
Yeah. I know what you mean. And it's tough. I mean, when you compare past talent to present talent, I mean, it's almost no contest. Past talent is going to win 10 out of 10. And if not due to nostalgia, which shouldn't be a factor, but it kind of is in a way. It's due to the amount of talent that there was. I mean, you can't put John Cena up against Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's going to win 10 out of 10 times.
Exactly.
He was more talented than John Cena, and even in wrestling ability, as far as his early days. You know what I mean? Like Hulk Hogan did more than just a fucking leg drop. Back in his Japan days, his time in Japan, he was wrestling like he was doing drop kicks and shit. Like he wasn't doing his boring 90s crap. You know what I mean?
Right. I was about to say, that came a lot later for him. But yeah, man, it's just with these guys to make them memorable, man. And a lot of it is just the little things, like promos aren't edgy enough. Guys don't seem as mad as they should be when they lose titles. They don't have like when Stone Cold would say stuff to Bret Hart. Even when I found out wrestling was fake, because as a kid, you watch it, you think it's real. Mm-hmm. But even back then, when you found out it was fake, they had ways of tricking you. Like, damn, did they not get along? Like, is this, you know
these guys really fucking hate each other?
Right. Because, I mean, and it wasn't so much of them bringing up stuff like personal things. It's the intensity of their promos that got you. And it was like, damn. Like, I remember when, when Bret Hart was at that Monday Night Raw where he was like, this is goddamn bullshit. Like, just the way he sounded, it was like, wait, is he going off script or is this? But it's like nowadays guys talk, you see it in their face and you hear it when they're saying it's boring. It's like some guys sound like they're trying to remember what to say next. And it's not coming across authentic enough. It's like, okay, we don't talk like that in real life. Yeah. Stone Cold spoke in a way where it's like if you see two guys fighting at a bar, one of those guys talked like Stone Cold, or both of them did. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
It was for real. But it's like now it's like corny kid jokes. And sometimes the stuff is kind of funny. Like Dean will say some things that's funny, but it's like, again, where's your intensity, man? Like, are you really pissed off that he just whipped your ass?
Well,
like,
where are the characters? Everyone is it's where are the characters? And B, where I feel like the majority of guys that are on the rosters now are just fucking yes men. They're there, they're happy to have a job.
Exactly.
Most of them are marks and want to be a wrestler and always wanted to be in the WWE, and they're not. I mean, technically every wrestler is a mark in some way.
Yeah.
In some way. But I'm talking about real fucking marks. Like Bailey is a fucking mark, and you can tell it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But most of these guys, they don't like speak up for themselves. I feel like they're not like, "What are you doing with me?"
Yeah. I think the last
no one says that to Vince anymore.
Last guy,
Shawn used to say that. Brett used to say that. Hogan used to say that. Macho used to say that. Ultimate Warrior said that. We all know that.
I think the last wrestler to do that was CM Punk. If I'm mistaken, I think he was the last one to be like, all right, like, what the hell is going on? He was the only one that spoke up, which you said.
We ended up leaving because of it.
Right. And maybe Ryback was. I've heard some stuff with Ryback being upset with how they were doing him.
Fuck Ryback. He's a whiny bitch. Fuck him. Ryback's a lying sack of shit and makes up a lot of things about a lot of people. So his credibility to me is garbage. Fuck Ryback. Do some more fucking steroid.
Oh, you said that so fast.
He's garbage. That guy's garbage. Fucking. That's why no one wants to hire you, motherfucker. No one wants you to wrestle because you weren't that good of a wrestler to begin with. Go sit on your podcast.
He actually wasn't. I didn't like him. I
never liked him. I didn't think he was that good. He shouldn't have been pushed as much as he was pushed. He's a fucking mid-carder. And he always thought of himself as a fucking WWE champion. He never was. Thank God. Thank fucking God. So.
Oh man.
But
so you ready for the?
But those are our top 15 with a couple extra that I threw in there. You know what I mean? Like I said, these all came down to personal preference. I'm sure everyone else lists are much different from ours. Everyone, like I said, personal preference. That means that it's important to us. I know how some people in the comments like to
right.
Oh my God, you didn't have The Rock on your list. You're a fucking fuckhead.
Right. This is not a definitive like these.
These are the best
These
of all
are
time.
the best
These
guys.
are
Yeah,
our
yeah.
favorite of all time. So, but yeah, those are our top 15 of all time. Our favorites. Zorpox said that gave us a list, and I wanted to note that he said Attitude Era Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jeff Hardy, Deborah's Puppies.
You know what? Hey, I'm agreeing with that one.
Yep. May I add Stacy Keebler's booty cheeks?
Yeah.
May I add just Trish Stratus, all of it?
Oh my God! Yeah, all of it.
All of Trish Stratus. Then he's got Sting, Rick Rude, Finn Balor, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Mankind, Lita, CM Punk, Booker T, King Booker, Ultimate Warrior, and Triple H. So that's a good list.
You know what, man? Mankind is a good one. I was thinking about him because one thing Mankind did for me was that he just like The Undertaker freaked me out when he debuted, man. I was like, damn, this is somebody who can take The Undertaker. I remember when me and my brother went to the 96 SummerSlam when they fought that Boiler Room match. Woo! I remember there was a kid next to me. He was like, no! I still remember that like it was yesterday, man. He was so heartbroken from that match. They came late as hell, by the way. I think it was like 4 matches that went on, and then him and his dad came then. I was like, wow, I don't know if they were sitting in the wrong section. I would hope so. Because we had pretty good seats for that event, and if you're that late for a SummerSlam,
yeah,
I'm hoping they were in the wrong section. That's all I'm saying.
What was it? I've only been to 2 SummerSlams. One was Randy Orton won the title.
Oh, okay.
Against Chris Benoit, and or he who will not be named, right? As everyone likes to say.
Right.
But no, Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, and then it was the '95 ladder match. Shawn beat Razor. Retained the title.
Oh, you were at that one?
I was at that one. Yep.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
Yep, I was at that one. So only 2 SummerSlams for me. But
hey, we should do that next in a video with all the wrestling events that me and you have been to.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. We need to meet up for a wrestling event. Is what we need.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome.
That would be sweet. All right, let's get into some. We'll get into some action figure talk now. We've spent enough time talking about wrestlers now, and then
right.
What do I have sitting in front of me? But a bunch of wrestlers. So we'll talk about our recent pickups. So
I only have a few, and I got videos about 2 of these already. But one is the basic, Then Now Forever Ultimate Warrior. I love this face paint, and I like the gear. I think it's pretty dope. It'd be awesome to have him as an elite in this, but yeah, I was good with it. Then this Yokozuna, which I've been trying to get for a very long time. And it was funny, like they restocked that Target, and I thought they were just gone with him because they have so many Tito Santana still. And it was just one there, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting this. Because I think he's like $40-some, and I didn't want to pay that much for him online.
I actually think that's the better version than the red one. I like that.
The red one? Yeah. I just want the one where he had, he came with the soft goods.
The robe?
Robe, yeah.
That's the red version. That's the WWE title version.
And then the one that I got today, which was supposed to come Monday.
Ooh, lucky.
Yeah.
The Macho Man, yeah.
Love this figure, man.
So good.
I mean, for this version of him that I wanted for so long, it definitely delivers. Even though it has those knee pads, this figure still, the whole thing delivers, man. That's my only complaint with it. Everything about this figure is awesome. I was playing with this for a long time. Like my girlfriend is at her friend's birthday party, and I'm like sitting here just posing the dude.
Yep. So good. It's such a good figure. But yeah, since you brought him in, I picked up Macho also. This robe is fantastic, by the way. It makes the figure. This is Macho Man on there. Yeah, brother.
Oh, and by the way, so everybody who knows, and they probably already do, we put the Intercontinental titles.
Yeah, he doesn't come with them.
Man, he doesn't come with it.
Here's the what the attire looks like. It's probably my favorite attire for Macho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. It just looks fantastic. So vibrant. The colors look great. Mattel really knocked this one out of the park. It's fantastic.
They really did. They really did.
Even that Ric Flair, that older Ric Flair that came out, the retirement Ric Flair, that's a good one.
Yeah, the defining moments. Yep, that one is good.
So I picked up that. I think I showed everyone that I picked up this, but I'm actually going to shoot a review of it. Picked up the new AJ. I gave him knee pads. These are actually knee pads I picked up.
That's why it looked different. I was wondering, I was like, did they change that? That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I don't know why, A, they didn't give him knee pads. B, they didn't give him the WWE title. What the hell?
Yeah, that's weird, him not having the knee pads.
It does have the Phenomenal One logo on the back of his elbow pad, which is good.
Now, you have the other one, too.
Yeah.
Is that the same figure, just different, different attire? Like, is his legs?
No, his head is screaming.
Okay, all right.
New head. He's got a new head. I'm pretty sure the chest hair is the same. New head. I think he has. Yeah, same tattoos. Different paint job, obviously, on the logos, but he does come with a sweater. It's a plastic sweater. And it's got a removable hood, so you can have the hood up. And it pegs in right here, I think, on the vest. I actually went to Ralph's Figure Clothing, and they actually have the correct vest because the vest that it comes with isn't accurate.
Okay.
Ralph's Figure Clothing actually has the correct vest, so go over there and check that out. If you want the correct one, that's the one with the Japanese writing on the side. On the side, yeah. But I picked up a bunch of stuff. I'll just go through them real quick. I picked up the Warlord. This is fucking amazing. Yeah. This figure is fantastic. This might be the way the presentation is for this, the way everything that he comes with. I kind of wish this was in a 2-pack with Slick, but this is contender for figure of the year, I think, for as far as wrestling figures go. But then there's this. Oh my God, fantastic! And he comes Berserker comes with his sword, shield,
that looks
helmet. Look at that face. It's hilarious. Huss.
They need to bring back. I want them to re-release a Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will down the line. There's a lot of people.
Because I need one of those.
Did you get that Ricky?
No.
Yeah, you should get that Ricky. It's in good shape. I actually messaged the seller about that, and he said he's in good shape. He's got tight joints and everything. So
cool. Yeah, I am about to jump on that though.
I also got Baron Corbin because of Baron Corbin. But his tattoos look great. They did a really good job on these tattoos.
Yeah, I've seen some reviews. The tattoos do look really good on that.
The detail on his vest looks.
The details on the vest, yeah, that looks really good.
It's good.
Every time, usually when it's somebody's first time in the line, they also really knock those out of the park.
Yeah, they do. I picked up Enzo and Big Cass. You know what? I'm kind of let down by this Enzo. He's too tall.
That's what I said in my review. I was like, he's a little too tall. Like, if he was just a little bit shorter.
He should be, like, right here.
Like, I didn't know if I was being a little bit nitpicky, but I'm glad you said that, too, because I'm like, yeah, he's really small. So he should have been a lot smaller. They could have made him Neville's size. Isn't that figure the right size?
Yeah.
They could have made him, should have been like Neville's size.
Yeah, he's too tall. That's the big gripe I have with this. Everything else on him is fantastic.
Yeah.
The head sculpt looks great. The paint applications on the back with his ponytail look fucking awesome. The how you doing looks great. this could be another figure of the year right here for Mattel.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, the chest hair, the tattoos on the chest look great.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Big Cass is kind of boring. He's just like,
Yeah.
my name's Big Ass. As you can see right there, my name's Big Ass. Big Ass is here.
Oh man!
But I mean, he's. I mean, it's just. I don't know. It's okay. It's not the greatest figure. Enzo's where it's at. I already showed you guys him.
That looks good. You're making me want to get that one now. I wasn't going to.
It's
but
good.
Man, and the Kevin Nash that's like that is still a good price, and I might have to pick both of those up.
Yeah, you should, because Kevin Nash is actually on sale. I think for around $20.
Yeah, I think I got to get those now.
Yeah, and I think actually Scott Hall and Nash are both 20. They're having like I think it was like a
Father's Day.
No, it's a money grab my money sale right now on Ringside.
Oh, okay.
And then I showed you guys Brutus. I also picked up the Revival. There's a Revival.
When they come out with the elites of those, I'm getting them.
I'm getting them.
When they come out with the elites, yeah. They need to come out with an elite.
I also picked up the club. The Club Dub. Club Sandwich.
Oh, those look really good.
Yeah, these are really good. The paint jobs on both of them are really good.
Yeah, the paint looks awesome. Yeah, the detail is nice. Huh. I want a Zack Ryder elite of Woody. I saw the basic.
I picked
today
the
at the
basic
stores. Oh, you picked it up? I want an elite with him in that ring of time. He should have been Intercontinental Champion for longer than a day.
Yeah.
Or 24 hours.
That's like, Vince. That's Vince for you. Typical moron. All right, Zach, come into my office. Come in here. All we're going to do is we're going to win tonight, but tomorrow you're going to lose it. He's probably like, oh, okay. What else is new? But that's all the wrestling pickups I got.
And I still gotta get that Mankind. I
got Mankind too. I got Mankind downstairs also. What else did I get? That's it. That's pretty much it as far as pickups go.
Non-wrestling related, I got Brian Supra from Fast and Furious.
Oh, dip. Rest in peace, Brian.
So yeah, I had to pick this. I've been wanting to get this car for a long time, and they actually still had it. And I like the die-cast cars. I got a few of them.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else. I'm trying to think. No, I'm still looking for. Oh, I got the NXT Seth Rollins. I'm gonna shoot a review of that, so I won't say anything about that yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did get. Yeah, did you get anybody else from that Target exclusive, or just?
No, there was only Seth up. For some reason, they only had Seth up, and then when I asked the woman, she was really rude with me. She was like, I was like, can you look up this DCPI and see if the rest of them are out? And then she's like, no, I can't bring the rest of them out. What's out is out. And I'm like, what?
See, and that's the type
that
of
doesn't make any sense. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. You already put this out. Why would you not put the rest?
Right. And that's what keeps me from asking people at stores, because most of the time that's what I always get. I either get that answer or they'll go in the back and come back out really quick. It's like, you didn't even look for it. Like,
yeah, I know. You open up the door and then you walk through the door, then you walk back through the door and say you weren't nothing there.
Like, come on, man.
I swear to God, every time I go to the closest Target I'm near, they're fucking rude as shit, and I always have to get a manager. And it's like, I'm not a mean guy. Like, I go up there and I go, hey, I already did your job for you. You don't even have to look anything up. Like, I'm coming with you. I'm coming at you with the DCPI number.
Right.
And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to look this up. Oh, then I got to go do my job and go in the back and look. Oh.
Like, I'm still, the Target that's closest to me, I'm getting irritated with the fact that they're not putting up newest wave of Hall of Fame figures. The one Target that I go to has them, but they always just have Sting. It's a ton of Stings. They had one Edge one time, but I've not seen the King Booker. At my closest Target, they still have Tito Santana and then that Warrior and Papa Shango 2-pack.
Well, if I see King Booker, I'll grab him for you. I think I know where there is a couple.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'll snatch them for you if I find a Booker. I think there was one left at the closer Target, but I think someone snatched them up because I went. That's when I saw Seth there, and I didn't see a Booker. I see fucking Papa Shango and Ultimate Warrior peg warming like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and I don't see the Wild Samoans. People are getting that one up, but
there's a couple in my area. It's not that good of a 2-pack. It's really not.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I'm shocked that one. So I mean, I don't know if it's because so many Ultimate Warriors, and maybe that's why people didn't really pick it up. Maybe a lot of people got the Papa Shango from before.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I think it was good that they re-released that Papa Shango though, because I never got a chance to get them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else? What about? I picked up. I gotta let everyone know. So I went on Ringside's website, and I know I normally don't purchase from Ringside because for a lot of reasons, but. But I did find sometimes they have decent deals. So I will admit that they do have decent deals. They actually have what was it? I think the ring that you got, the throwback ring from WrestleMania 2, and the steel cage for $40.
Dang!
And they threw in 2 extra ring skirts. I got the Royal Rumble, the old school Royal Rumble skirt, and the Monday night the Raw is War skirt.
So you got
$40. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I just actually put it together. I got it today.
Oh, you got it today. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Those turnbuckles are a bitch, but once you get it done, it's all good.
they need to think of see now. This is 2 things they need to fix with that set. The ropes need to be tighter.
Yeah.
On those sets.
Yeah, dude. All you got to do.
They droop.
Yeah, they do. They droop bad. That's why I just use the ones. Now, Ringside, they sell typically the ones that are for the other ring, but I just use the ones that I had on that ring from WrestlingSuperstore.com.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. Just use those ropes, and they're perfect for it.
They're better. I might have to switch those out then. Okay.
Because they're pretty much the same as what you'll get. Like, you can get them. The ones that they sell on Ringside are actually the ones that are smaller and more snug. So they don't. Okay. Yeah.
That's good. The other thing I wish they would do is try to find some new system with those turnbuckles. Just because you want to have those turnbuckles almost molded to the posts that connect to the turnbuckle posts. The buckle. Yeah. What do you call those? The buckle metal connectors. The metal hooks connectors. You almost want to have the turnbuckle molded to that, and then kind of what you could do is you could find some way to bring the ropes so it looks like they're going through the around the turnbuckle, like they're actually putting pressure on the turnbuckle, like real life turnbuckles look. That I think would make more sense. This way, what they could do is they could shorten the ropes, make them tighter, and then since the ropes are shortened, they would fit around the turnbuckles perfectly.
Yeah, damn. You thought about that, really?
Yeah, because I was like looking at the design, and I'm like, this is just a weird design. Like, I get what they're almost there with the design, but not quite yet. But
another thing I want them to do is to, instead of having to buy, like, because I've always wanted to kind of change this ring sometimes into the Attitude Era Raw's War ring, but to get like the black post, you got to buy that. What is it? The Extreme Rules set or whatever. Yeah, it's like, why don't they just, like, they sell the ropes separate? Why not sell turnbuckles separate? And because they have turnbuckles, but they're plain.
Yeah.
Why not sell the WWE logo turnbuckles, and why not sell different color ring posts so people don't have to completely buy a new set? They can, like, just pretty much customize the ring how they want to.
Yeah. You know what I did? I actually sent them an email. and it was just about a bunch
Oh,
of
you did?
suggestions. I had like at least 10
Yeah.
suggestions, and I was like, you guys can do
Yeah.
it what you want with this. It's just suggestions, but two of my suggestions were the rings that you were just describing, the sets, like have a themed set. Like this is
Have a theme set, yeah.
have
Yeah.
you could sell the turnbuckles, the turnbuckle posts, the ropes, and
Yeah.
the aprons all together in one package.
'Cause-
Call it the
'cause-
Raw's War package or the
Exactly.
New Generation package, and do like the old WWF logo on the side.
Yeah.
Um,
And because another thing too is like how they sell the ring mat and the ring aprons for WCW and the Nitro,
Mhm.
but you really can't get like the red turnbuckles that they use or the yellow turnbuckles. Why not just sell the turnbuckles that they have different colors so you
Yeah.
can actually make the WCW ring?
exactly.
But yeah, that's all they have to do. Because I made a video about how they should have all of that stuff sold separately.
Yeah.
Like I would like to have a ring apron like the old school Raw where it was just the WWE logo, like just across it. Then on the one side it said World Wrestling Federation. But yeah, like that they also need to make more ring aprons.
They do. We need.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we shouldn't have a bunch of different ring aprons. I mean, they're pretty much
Right.
just printed on.
Exactly.
It's not like it's fucking rocket science we're talking here, you know.
Right.
The other thing I suggested to him that was the most important, I think, is, and I think Ringside could get away with this if they did an exclusive package.
Mhm.
Do a WWE title belt
Thank you.
exclusive package.
Thank
This
you.
is something that for some reason, I don't know what's going on with Mattel, but the only belts that we get are the WWE current title belt and the Universal title belt.
Yeah.
We don't get any
that's
other
it.
titles really.
Right.
We don't get the
Right.
Intercontinental title. We don't get we don't even have a Cruiserweight title belt, which should have been out already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because I still want the white. I still want the white strap Intercontinental belt. I have I have the one that we put on the.
there's only a few out there that come in
Yeah.
package. There's one that came with Big E. There's one that came with Christian, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
There was one that came with
Did Dolph come with one?
Dolph came with
Yeah.
one in his
His
gray,
Billy Gunn book.
gray attire, yeah. And then really, I mean, it's few and far between that we get title belts anymore, and I don't understand what's going on. We don't even have current tag team titles for Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
Like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
So, I mean, at least give us some sort of belt exclusive package or set or something.
Yeah.
I think that's something that Ringside can do. Since they get exclusive figures, why can't we get title belts?
Title belts. Right.
So, but I sent them that email. You know, they can do what they want with it. It's just a suggestion. Can't hurt.
Yeah.
But
See, what needs to happen is more people need to talk about this. There's a lot of people that review WWE figures, and they don't talk enough about the things that we should be getting. All they do is they get the figure, they say whether it's good or bad, but that's it. They really don't. They don't talk about the stuff that we talk about. Like I never heard anybody yet say anything about like getting rid of the bulky knee pads. People barely even mention it in their reviews.
Yeah.
I don't hear
It's
people
horrible.
talking about the things that we just mentioned about like selling selling certain themes to, customize your ring how you want it. So yeah, they need to get on it with that type of stuff.
yeah, they need to stop giving us shit like
see a change.
they need to stop giving us bullshit like zombies and stop wasting budget on that and focus on
Right.
the shit that people really want, which is the elites and how about giving us accessories with our fucking battle packs again? Like, this is
Yeah.
literally what was in my battle pack. This is it.
Like they should have come with the NXT tag titles.
Yes.
They should have come with the NXT tag titles.
I remember when they used to come with tag titles, when battle
Mhm.
packs used to come with them. Now they don't for some reason. It's bullshit.
Wait, as a matter of fact, what does Asuka come with the belt?
No.
She should have come with the women's NXT.
She didn't come with it.
Yeah,
Fucking,
she should.
they gave Paige 2 titles. They couldn't give Asuka one title.
Right. The page comes with it. That's wow.
It doesn't make any sense, and I don't even want to hear the excuse that they run out of budget because that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Look how many waves we get per year with Mattel. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, if we can get this with Brudai, why can't we get a title belt with AJ?
Exactly.
Or why can't we get WCW tag titles with the friggin' with Scott Hall?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, I don't understand why we can't get WCW title belts. Like Steven Regal should have came with the TV title. There's a whole plethora of people. What was it? Lex Luger should have, or no, not Lex, because he didn't come out of WCW title. But there's a plethora of other people that should have came with title belts.
Yeah.
Macho. There's no reason why Macho this defining moment shouldn't have came with an IC title.
Right.
So,
and that's my thing, and I think we mentioned that before. If they would have a long time ago just and continue to release ones just because new belts come out with WWE, I feel the defining moment should be the figures that come with the belt.
They should come with everything because they're like you know what they're the defining moments is like the equivalent of NECA's Ultimates line.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. That's what I was thinking too.
It's that should be the equivalent of what
and it's
that
the same
is.
And it's the same price, $24.99. But look at what you get with an Ultimate.
You get way more with
NECA figure. You get a ton of
whole
stuff.
bunch of shit.
Because like the thing, like that Shinsuke Nakamura defining moments. To me, I would have had that come with the NXT title, even though I don't care if it was when he fought Sami Zayn. He was the NXT champ at that time that figure came out. He should have had that belt with him, and I felt like he should have had soft goods for the two different vests that he came with.
Yeah,
especially that red one. Like I feel like the defining moments figures you should really go all out on, like they did the Macho Man one, minus him not having the belt. Like that robe and everything is just the figure is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go that far with Macho, I mean, you might as well go the extra, mile and give him the friggin' title. Because
in my review, I even said it on the side of the box. Hold on.
It talks about WrestleMania 3.
And he has the Intercontinental Championship right here.
Like, how could you not give him the title?
Doesn't make sense.
Makes no sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Hopefully, another figure I'd like to get, and they need to re-release, is Miss Elizabeth.
Yes.
And why have we not gotten a Sensational Sherry yet? What is going on in Mattel?
Thank you. That makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Like, I gotta have Sherry to go with my Sean. Like, come on.
Exactly. That's what I want to do. That's exactly why I want one of those.
I need two Sherrys, actually. I need Queen Sherry and I need Sensational Sherry.
It's kind of funny because I feel like they should stop. I know John Cena is like the guy right now, but they bring that's Mattel's like Spider-Man because of how
I can't stand it. Yeah.
How Hasbro always brings out a Spider-Man.
and now it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is like in every other fucking wave. And it's like the two guys with the most bland look are in like every other fucking wave where we can't get more Shawn Michaels, which he had a different attire. Yeah. How many different attires did Shawn have?
I know.
Should be pumping those out like hotcakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's still somebody actually on eBay customized one of the Shawn Michaels in a look that I really, really wanted. It was his. He had the black tights, the white hearts with the stripes in them, and he had like the red boots. Like he customized his like that. I'm like, yeah, they need to come out with those versions of him.
We need more of Shawn from 92 to 94. That's what we need. We need more of those. What I really want, one of my favorite attires of him from friggin' head to toe of his attires was the 1993 Royal Rumble against Marty. With the white and the gold, white, black, and gold.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And he had the blue strap on the Intercontinental title belt. It just looked so unique. That I friggin' love that look. But
I wonder, are we going to get an Ahmed Johnson figure one day?
I would hope so. I wouldn't hold your breath. There's a lot of bad
blood. Yeah.
Same thing with Owen, and same thing with Jeff. We'll never get a Jeff Jarrett. We'll never get an Owen. I don't think we're ever going to get an Owen Hart.
And that's really disappointing. I really want an Owen Hart figure, and I mean I get it, and I want Owen Hart to be in a video game too. That whole situation.
They did just do a DVD about a year ago.
Yeah.
But I don't. And that was with the okay from his wife. Like I know his wife can't stand the WWE. She hates them.
Yeah, she hates them. Yeah.
I know the WWE has put feelers out there to her to try to induct him in the WWE Hall of Fame, but she doesn't want anything to do with it. So
yeah. I would love an Owen Hart figure, man. I really would. Like, and I want a defining moments Owen Hart from when he beat Bret Hart at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
WrestleMania 10.
That would be.
I want. I'll take a new foundation Owen Hart. I don't give a shit. Give me any. I'll take him in those stupid parachute pants that he used to. The MC Hammer pants.
You know what? I just thought of something too. I literally just thought of something. Wouldn't it be cool? You know how like don't make them con exclusives. But you know how Hasbro will do sets? They'll do like they did the all new X-Men set. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be cool for Mattel to do a Survivor Series set and make figures of how a team looked at a Survivor Series. Make it an elite. Like I want an elite, like 5 or 6 pack of whatever. Because remember when it was like the Hart family versus like Sean's team at that one. So like make like elites of how everybody looked. And now, I mean, of course. We can't get an Owen one, but just going off that premise, give us like Survivor Series sets of elite figures in a pack. I would pay money for that. I would
definitely pay money for that easily. It would definitely have to be.
That'd be really cool.
What they could do too is do 2 4-packs and do one. Both 4-packs themed towards each other. Just split them up. So if people don't want this 4-pack, they can just go after this one. You know what I mean?
Get that? Yeah.
This way, you're not putting just one big 8-pack, and then it's going to cost $250. No,
right.
One will cost fucking $80, and the other one will cost fucking or $90 and $90. This way, you don't have to spend over $200 on a exclusive.
Right.
I think that's a great idea. I think also what they should do is stable sets. Do a whole DX set. Do a whole NWO set. You could do like
Nation of Domination.
Nation of Domination, the club. You could do that. All in elites. And have them with all their titles. You got to have them with titles.
With their titles.
You got to have them with whatever titles, and it doesn't even have to be timelined. It could just be their accomplishments. Each one will come with a title that they won. And I think that would sell like unbelievably well. That would sell.
Because what else? About them sets. Depending on which D'Lo Brown we get.
I hope it's the chest. It better be chest protector, D'Lo.
Now, if it's the chest protector, then they definitely.
It has to be.
They gotta give us then. I want the Nation of Domination one to go with, my Farouk and Rock, and they got to give us a Kama Mustafa, and they got to give us the Mark Henry from the Nation of Domination.
They have to.
You have to complete it now.
I mean, Mark is still under contract. Why haven't we gotten this?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense
at all.
None.
Yeah.
Absolutely none. They could even do something like an exclusive 2-pack with Evolution of Mark Henry, and you could do and make it exclusive. Make it a ringside exclusive. This way, they're not peg warming, because I know everyone doesn't want fucking Mark Henry. I get that. So make it an exclusive and just online exclusive only. Have his Nation of Domination look and his we could do his current look. Why the hell not?
You know what? I'm actually glad you said that, because speaking of those evolutions of, because I know other companies do sets like that for figures. That would be a good way to get a lot of Shawn Michaels ring attires.
Absolutely. Why the hell not? Evolution of Shawn Michaels right there. Perfect.
Yeah. have like a 5-pack or of Shawn Michaels figures and none of the if they're all of the figures that are out don't put any of those in the package.
Yeah,
all the new because he's got more.
It's got to be new ones. That's another great idea for an exclusive. You could do. What I want is my favorite Rockers attire is that Saturday night main event where they were supposed to win the titles, where it was like blue and yellow. Here, I'll just bring it up. Hold on a second. I'll screen share real quick.
Because like I always say, I don't like getting a lot of duplicates of figures, but if there's 2 wrestlers that I will do that with, it's definitely Ultimate Warrior and Shawn Michaels. I will continue to get those figures that come out with those guys.
These are the attires I'm talking about right here. Let me know if you can see this on the screen. Hold on one second. These are the
Yeah.
Do this one, and then you could do his. You could have this be one of the figures, and he could come with one of the tag team title belts if you want him to, which I think would be funny if he did, since they weren't technically the title holders, even though they did win the match.
Yeah.
You could just have him, or just have him with a Soft Goods T-shirt, like he came in that exclusive 2-pack a few years ago. And then you could have what is it? Let's just go 1991. We can go 91. Where's 91? 91, he kind of wore the same attire. So we could we could skip to 93. And there's the Royal Rumble I was talking about. That's the Shawn from the 93 Royal Rumble. There's not going to be a whole lot here. But that's what it pretty much looked like. The white, the gold. Even his entrance attire looked fantastic. He came out with all like gold vest and chaps. It looked fantastic. And then we could do, what was it? Let's look up 94 Shawn, which was a little bit of a variation as far as Shawn's look in 94. Oh, there's the Royal Rumble one. That's what I was talking about. That's what he wore, the whole gold one. Let's see. Hell, we could even switch to 94 and do Hearts if you wanted to, because that's from Survivor Series with the famous kick her around the world where he kicked Diesel in the face.
Yeah.
You could do that one and have him with the ponytail. I mean, that looks like an exclusive right there. Then you could go to 90. Let's go to 96. Because 96, I mean, who doesn't want this?
I know, man.
That's fantastic.
I know, dude. I would love that.
That's fantastic. It's amazing. Or even this one, the typical red one that he wore with the zebra stripe knee pads and shit.
And they got to give us knee pads. They
got to give us knee pads. Every Shawn Michaels figure should come with knee pads. The guy wore friggin' knee pads. Give him knee pads. But there's so many you could do. I mean, hell, you could even do. What I really want is actually what not a lot of people feel like ever really wanted, which was there was a variation in 2000 when he came back.
Oh, in the Elimination Chamber match?
Pretty much any of his attires. Now, people mostly don't notice this, but his old attires used to say Heartbreak Kid, and then it used to say Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
Now, and when he came back, it said Shawn Michaels and HBK.
Right.
It was different. Right. So I would like a 2000, what was it, 2002 to 2005. He wore these types of attires, and then he switched to those hideous pants that I fucking hated.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
This attire has to happen.
Yeah.
This is one of Shawn Michaels' best matches, I think, against Jericho at WrestleMania 19.
Yep.
There's no reason why we should not get this figure.
Right.
We just got Jericho last year as an exclusive. There's no reason why we shouldn't get this.
Also, another one of my favorite Shawn Michaels attires was the Hell in a Cell against Undertaker.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
wait, which one?
It was like the black and silver or black and
we
gray.
already got that. We got that one.
Oh my god, yeah, we do. I actually have that one.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah, we do. Okay. Never mind, we got that one.
Yeah, but we need this, and it would need a whole new head sculpt because he had shorter hair. He had that kind of like bob haircut back then.
Yeah.
But man, was that such a good feud? It was such a great match. An awesome attire, and yeah, definitely think that should happen. So, what the hell is that? Oh my god, it's fucking awful. Oh, so funny. All right, yeah, man, you that's a great idea. It's definitely a fantastic idea that you had for doing those types of like San Diego Comic-Con. You could do ringside exclusive. There's no reason why they can't give us these things. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Did you pick up anything else? Any Star Wars stuff or anything like that?
No, I need to, man. But because I want to get at least 3 stormtroopers, and I'm good. I know how I want them set up because I want them behind Kylo Ren, but I do want to get at least 3, and they're cheap. I saw actually.
Yeah, they're on Amazon. Cheap.
Amazon really cheap, so I'm gonna pick up at least 3 of those. But yeah, and hopefully, I honestly think the only time that our stores here are gonna get new Star Wars figures is when the new one comes out. I think that'll be when like new Star Wars figures start hitting stores.
Yeah,
because it's still the same stuff like every time I go. I don't even bother looking anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they need to cut that shit out. What they need to do is they need to take all those old figures and wholesale them.
Yeah, because nobody's buying them, dude. Like
nobody's gonna buy fucking Cassian.
Yeah, because they either already have them or they just didn't want them. I'm being honest. For as long as those been in stores, amount of them haven't even gone down. Like
they're still $19.99.
It's still the same amount of figures. I don't see like anybody buying this stuff. It's like everybody has it already. Like when these figures first release, like when they do the those special Force Friday or whatever they do, when the figures release, people go and buy the stuff up. I was there. I saw everybody get a ton of that stuff. It's like it's gone now. Nobody's gonna be buying anymore. But it's weird, man.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that shit. They need to put it in a box and wholesale it something.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's taking up space, and it's taking up the space for new stuff that will sell. You know what I mean? Like that
exactly.
and it's not just Target. It's fucking Walmart.
It's everybody. Walmart, Toys R Us.
They all do it. Like there's still tank commanders sitting at Toys R Us, like 20 of them. There's still those are at Toys R Us. So, and especially to the Toys R Us exclusive figures that are coming out in the future, I would not stress over getting those. The only ones I would stress over getting are probably the GameStop exclusive ones. Those are the ones I would probably pre-order because GameStop is now doing this thing where they only allow 1 figure per customer.
Oh, wow.
They don't allow any other. They don't allow you to buy more than 2 because I've tried. And because what I was going to do was I was going to buy 2 R5 D4s and I was going to give one of those away, but I only could buy 1. So. Maybe if I go back and there's still one sitting there, I can buy one.
I'm waiting for the Mafex Deadshot from Suicide Squad and the Nightmare Batman. I do want that because that Ben Affleck face sculpt looks really, really good. That Will Smith face sculpt looks good for the Suicide Squad one. And I've seen a review of the Figuarts Deadshot. It looks really good, but from the pictures that I've seen of the Mafex one almost looks like it's a little bit better than the Figure Arts version. I'll see when I get it, but it looked to me even though that face scan looks just like Will Smith, I feel like Mafex nailed the skin tone a little bit better than what Figure Arts did.
Hopefully
so
that's in the end product.
To get to that. Yeah, that's true.
Because they jacked up that Batman. He's got like a friggin' orange Ms. tan.
Right.
Zorpak says, how about a commentator set with good old JR, King, and Michael Cole?
That would be good too.
That would be good.
I would love to get I would definitely love to get a JR figure.
Yeah, I would like that too. That would be a good exclusive as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you don't think of stuff like that, man.
I
don't know why you don't think of that. That's
because
so crazy.
These guys that run toy companies, they're not fans. They're the guys that are trying to make money, so they don't.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They're just like, well, let's put out the next AJ Styles figure, which I don't have a problem with. You can put out 19 AJ Styles figures, and I'll buy them all.
Yeah, that would actually be a really good set, man.
Yeah,
I want a Sable figure. I want a Sable and a Mark Merrow.
Yep, I definitely want Mark Merrow.
I would love that. I would love to have a Mark Merrow figure.
He's still on good. He's on good. I mean, there's a lot of figures that are like. Sometimes I'm scratching my head, like, why do we get Berserker before Mark Merrow? But whatever.
yeah.
I'm happy with Berserker. He looks fantastic, but I would like Mark Merrow. I think he's a little bit more important than Berserker.
And I also still want elite throwback or flashbacks of Billy and Bart Gunn.
Yes,
I think we talked about that before.
We need the smoking guns. Absolutely.
Yeah, I want the smoking guns, man. I really do. Have the entrance, like their hat and the vest that they came to the ring with. I would love that. I would absolutely love that set.
They got to re-release the Rocker set too, because a lot of people missed out on that.
Yeah, because I did, and that shit it's like somebody's selling that for like hundreds of dollars now.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I would love to, because those figures look cool. I would love to have, and it's been a while, because those figures came out with their like.
Those were Matty
packaging.
Those were Matty Collector exclusives.
Yeah.
So and Matty Collector doesn't even exist anymore. Matty Collector's store, they took it down. So, yeah, you find those. I mean, what was it? I just picked up Demolition, Axe and Smash, and I had to pay $60 for them.
Dang.
Like those mid on card, those go for like $100 easy.
Yeah.
So.
Also, I don't know if she's on bad terms or not. What about what's her name, Marlena? Goldust is
yeah, Marlena.
Because we got that Goldust, she goes perfect with the Goldust that they just released in 47.
Yep, and she's got to come with a director's chair.
Yes, got to come with the chair. Got to come with the chair. That would be awesome.
She's got to come with a chair. I don't care if she doesn't come with a cigar. I get that they probably don't want to release that, but
yeah,
she's got to come with the director's chair.
Because I want more of the ring escorts with these guys, man.
Hell yeah.
Like they do a lot of the female wrestlers, but also want a lot of I wouldn't mind them because they already have a wrestler, Trish Stratus. I wouldn't mind getting a Trish Stratus that came out to the ring with Test.
Yeah.
And oh my God, what was his name? He's the trainer for NXT.
Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Like
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I want to. There's so many WCW guys that we haven't got. Like,
yeah,
it's so weird that we got like a lot of like what was it? I'm surprised we got Regal before we got a lot of other wrestlers like Psychosis.
Hey.
We need a lot more of those cruiserweights.
I want Juventud Guerrera.
Yep, Juvi's got to happen. Psychosis needs to happen.
Yeah,
Conan. I don't know if Conan will happen because he's in TNA right now, but Conan.
What about Canyon? What about Canyon? Who's better than Canyon?
yeah. I mean, if we got DDP, we got to get Canyon. They need to re-release that Bam Bam Bigelow with the updated one.
Hey, listen, I wasn't really a fan of this dude, but I love this look. Would you ever buy a Glacier figure?
Probably.
He looked like Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
That's why I would buy that figure, just because of the mask and everything.
Yep.
I would get that. I probably, yeah.
He's always doing that shit. Who else? Let's think WCW.
I would like a Ravens block.
Oh, Raven would be great.
I would love that.
Someone just said that in the comments. Zorpox did. He goes, "How about Lenny and Lodi set? Laugh out loud."
Let's see. Who else?
Jeff Jarrett keeps popping in my head.
I know. I would love that too. I would love a Jeff Jarrett figure.
We need Kevin Sullivan.
Yep.
We need Kevin Sullivan. We need the Faces of Fear, man.
Oh yeah.
We gotta have Haku and Barbarian.
Yep. I can't think of the one dude's name.
We need a whole bunch of NWO people. My lord.
A bunch of them. Yeah.
We need Buff Bagwell. We need. There's so many Scott Steiner figures that I want.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get them.
I know. I would love a Steiner Brothers set. I would love a Steiner Brothers elite.
Absolutely.
Tag team.
If we got one set of the Steiner Brothers, I would be like, okay, if I knew that was the only one, just give me 90 Steiners, please.
Yep.
NWO Steiners can wait. I have no problem waiting for those. So.
Right. What was that rapper's name? The Mexican rapper? Can't remember his name.
Conan?
Was that was Conan?
He had a rap song. Conan had a rap song.
Because he was like the gimmick. He would always come out. His theme was like him rapping a song.
No, I don't. Who was that?
You don't remember him? He was like bald. He had like the tank top. He looked like like he was in a gang, and he joined the Wolfpack later. He joined the Wolfpack.
Conan. It's got to be Conan.
Okay, let me look. I gotta look up a picture of him because I can't remember his name.
Conan definitely had a rap song that WCW produced. I know that because they used to show it on Monday Nitro all the time. They showed it for like.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, it had to have been
it's Conan. Yep. Yeah. So I think you already mentioned him. I forgot his name.
I thought you were like thinking of some jobber or something that like had a gift. Oh, we need Norman Smiley. Oh my God, I would shit my pants for a Norman Smiley figure. Oh
I'm
my God,
shocked they don't have because doesn't he work with NXT?
Yeah, he's a trainer.
Yeah, they should have one of him.
And you could do the big wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the big wiggle. Thomas, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Perry Saturn, Billy Kidman, good.
Yeah, Perry Saturn.
These are all Thomas's suggestions.
I would love a Perry Saturn figure, man.
Hell yeah.
That's another guy I was trying to think of.
That's a good 4-pack right there. The Radicals. Give us a Radicals 4-pack. Eddie. Yep. Oh no, we never get Benoit. Never mind. Forget it. Bad idea. We'll never get Benoit. Forget it. We'll never get Benoit. God damn it.
Let's see who else. There was so many WWE guys in WCW. I can't think of anybody else because anybody else that I say.
Well, we're getting the Storm Collectibles Hogan. I already pre-ordered that.
Oh, I'm getting that.
And it's in perfect scale, guys and gals watching. It's in perfect scale with your elite figures.
Yeah, I am getting that, man.
So don't worry if it's not, because it is. It's in perfect scale.
See, and that's another reason why I think I am gonna just get the outsiders, because if I'm getting that Hogan, I want them all together.
Yeah. When is that Diesel figure coming out? My lord.
I know, dude.
Dude, I've been like that's like the I think the one I'm really looking forward to the most.
Yeah.
I want that 94 Diesel.
Because I still remember when they showed. I remember we looked at the picture of that when we did one of our first like podcasts together.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while ago, and that figure still. They haven't even like shown any pictures. They haven't even shown any pictures of it yet.
They bet if they cancel that, I'm going to be pissed.
I know.
Pissed.
Because that's honestly the one reason why I started to wait on getting the Outsiders Kevin Nash, because I wanted that Diesel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But I think now that I saw like seeing that Scott Hall, close up now, I really
he's great, man.
I like the new the face sculpt and the hair sculpted differently. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get that one.
It's great.
I don't know why they didn't just reuse the knee pads from his Razor Ramon and just put the red like stuff on there.
Yeah, I don't know. They keep fucking it up with these old shitty ass knee pads.
But that figure looks cool though.
He comes with sunglasses too. I didn't have them, and he also comes with an extra T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he comes with a bunch of shit. So, what else? Who else from WCW? I want some like old NWA people too. I want like fucking beautiful Bobby Eaton, fucking Stan Lane, and I want the fucking who else? Who else am I thinking of?
Hey, is Hardcore Holly on bad terms with WWE at all?
I don't know.
Because I would love a figure of him too. I actually like the.
I mean, we need at least Sparkplug Holly.
Yeah,
we need at least him. Like if we don't get Hardcore, we should at least get Sparkplug.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh my god! Remember Kiwi?
Somebody put that in the
Kiwi. Zorpox. Yeah, I remember Kiwi. Oh, remember Prince Iaukea? Gotta get.
Yes, I was thinking it.
Prince Iaukea. Yeah.
What if they came out with I think they already had a figure of him, but Hurricane. Like I think did Jax do a Hurricane?
What if we got a 3-count 3-pack? 3-count. Fucking terrible. So bad that it was good.
Get a blue meanie. Hey, do they have a
ECW? Where's our ECW? Where's our ECW figures?
Do they have a Viscera out at all?
No. I don't know
what
if
the
we'll get one of him. He died, and I don't think he left on bad terms, but it might be a while before we get him. It's they have to get the permission from the family and stuff like that, and there might be licensing problems there.
Because I would like to get it, and that figure would be huge.
We need Mabel and Mo. We that's got to be the first ones.
Yeah. I was just
men on a mission. We need men on a mission. Whoop! There it is. Whoop!
Oh, we need a Coco Beware.
Oh yeah, we do. Why haven't we got Coco yet?
Yeah, that's weird.
What's going on? What's going on, Mattel? You gave us the Berserker before Coco?
But here's what I'm saying. If we got Kamala, you got to give us Coco Beware now.
Oh my God, what is going on over there?
I would be all over.
I'm calling Mattel right now. Mattel.
Because I think Coco Beware he's on good terms with WWE.
Yeah.
He actually had an interview where he was talking good about them, and it was with Mark Henry. I forgot who they were interviewing with, but yeah, he wasn't saying anything bad.
Yeah, we definitely got to get a Coco. He's in the Hall of Fame, for Christ's sake. Why can't you do him in a Hall of Fame series?
Hall of Fame series.
What the hell? Steiner Brothers. Yeah, Steiner Brothers, that's going to be a tough one. We said Steiner Brothers.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh, he said Tank Abbott with 3-count and 4-pack. Derek says, "Hey guys, I want to start getting the Arkham line from DC Collectibles. What are the best options to purchase them?" I would go with. Actually, let me just check. I don't know if Amazon stocks those anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, because I was about to say Amazon.
I would go with eBay first. Um,
Because the one thing about DC collectibles, if you wait a few weeks, everything that I've gotten from them, DC collectibles wise, have always been a lot cheaper than what it comes out in, like in the comic stores and stuff.
Derek, what are you looking for? Arkham, what? All of them? Or you got to have a starting point. You should probably start. I would start if I were you. I'd start at Arkham City. Well, your best bet, Derek, is to probably go with this 4-pack. Start with this 4-pack right here. I'll screen share real quick. If you go on Amazon right now, you can find this 4-pack for $43, and it's a pretty nice starter set. It's supposed to be the Arkham City 4-pack.
That's a good price too for 4 figures.
Yeah, $43, free shipping. You know what I mean? You can't beat it. And this is a good starting point, I think. You've got Nightwing, Robin, Harley, and Batman. So you could start there, and then I mean, even this was I picked up this con at New York Comic Con. This con exclusive. It's only going for $22. So it's not too bad. I mean, the figures aren't too bad. They got the Clown Thugs for $15. Some of them will be a little bit more expensive. Was it Victor Zaz? I know it goes for around $60 to $80. If you really wanted to knock them all out in one shot, you could get this 5-pack right here with all the Batmans throughout all the video games.
Speaking of that 5-pack, I think you can get that at a really good price at FYE.
Probably, yeah. I've seen them go for $50.
Because at the FYE that I'm closest to, I think they had it for, and it didn't look like it was like a sale. They straight up had it for like $50-some bucks. So
yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. I really liked this 2-pack with both Hammer and Sickle.
mm-hmm.
I wish Hammer and Sickle just came together, but fucking dumbass. I don't suggest you pay $95 for this 2-pack. That's a ripoff. I wouldn't pay $62 for this 2-pack. That's a ripoff. I'd pay around the $30 for these.
Yeah.
25, 30. You could find them for 25, 30. This 3-pack is pretty decent. Comes with that's another large chunk you're getting right there with characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's a decent 3-pack. I'm not a big fan of DC Collectibles Quality Control though, so I'm not a big advocate for them.
Yeah.
When it comes to their quality control, so just be careful if you're gonna start collecting these. Just know that they have clear peg joints on the shoulders right here and on the hip joints. So be careful when you're posing them because they like to break very easily. Be careful pulling them out of package because they like to break out of package easily. So,
yeah, they do.
But if you're gonna do it, that's the route I would go. I would go because, I mean, when I started collecting these, I didn't have the option of picking up 4-packs and 3-packs. I had to pick them up each individually. This is another decent 3-pack. That Copperhead is worth it just on her own.
Yeah. I also like that unmaxed Deathstroke.
That's a good Deathstroke figure. Yeah, he's solid. Yeah, Derek, I would start with Arkham City and just work your way throughout the or actually I would start with Arkham Asylum and work your way. There was Arkham Asylum waves before the Arkham City waves. But I'm just letting you know, buddy. If they start to snap or break on you, that's kind of their thing. That's what they do sometimes. But Sabu. Sabu's another good.
Oh yeah, that would be a good figure to come out.
There's a whole bunch of ECW. I don't think we'll ever get a Shane Douglas because he's not. I know he talks shit about fucking Triple H all the time. But he does. He's Mr. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I've had some, Derek. I've had some bad QC issues. There's a bunch of videos where I've shown the horrible quality control that DC Collectibles has. I don't even collect DC Collectibles anymore, really, just because of that. I think I only picked up the movie line, a couple of the movie line figures, the Superman and the armored Batman.
That really sucks that they stopped that line. They had really good potential with that. Not only do those figures both not have any QC issues, but to me, it's their best engineered figures. Articulation wise, they don't have a problem really standing at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they were pretty much American, like Figure Arts Mayfix style figures.
Yeah.
The way the articulation was, and that line was going to be so awesome, and they completely dropped the ball. They shouldn't have showed everything that they showed. They should have honestly just showed off the Batman and Superman one, because to show all the ones because all those Man of Steel ones, like they had the Zod, they had the Feyor, and that was going to be the best like small Feyor figure that we've gotten, because there's been like Stu Murray got this one awesome Feyor that he showed on the DC page on Facebook, and then there was the Play Arts Kai was actually pretty good because it looked like the actress, but the other Feyor figures like the Mattel one was trash. But yeah, they have so much potential with the that DC Films line.
There was a lot of good things coming out of that DC Films line. They dropped the ball.
They completely dropped the ball.
And now what's going to happen is if they try to bring that line back, I bet you a lot of people will just be like, fuck it. I already got Figure Arts.
Right, exactly.
I already got Figure Arts or Mayfix. I'm not going to spend another $40, $50 on another version of that.
Right.
So they lost all their momentum as far as what I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. And they don't put enough. I wish they would at least, but they would definitely up the price, which would be good. But I wish their TV series had the amount of articulation that they did with the DC Films line, because the TV stuff looks good. That's why I still get the TV stuff. It looks accurate to what they look like on the show. The face scans are good, but the articulation is it's their typical DC collectibles articulation. It's you can't do enough with them. They're even with the amount of articulation that you get with them, they're pretty much statues. They're 7-inch. They're 7-inch statues.
As beautiful as, and I hate saying this because I really do like the way the figures look. The animated the Batman the Animated Series line is a waste.
Yeah,
it's an absolute waste. Those figures, you can't pose them.
Yeah,
they tend to break a little easier than
the legs and stuff.
Yeah, the feet, the legs. I know they fixed a lot of that with some of the plastics. They switched up their plastics. Mm-hmm. They made a little bit of a softer plastic so they don't snap as easily. They're not as hard. But you can't do anything with them. They just sit there. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
And as for much as a budget as that gets, and I hate saying this, but the way to fix things is you got to understand where your market is. I get a lot of people might like the animated series line, and a lot of people might spend a lot of money on it. But as far as what makes sense, it doesn't really make that much sense.
Right.
What they should be doing is focusing on the movie line and putting out the best quality figures that you could possibly put out.
Yeah.
Because the animated line isn't that good as far as quality goes, as far as an action figure goes. There's no point to it. It's a dead option. I mean, we're getting Batmobiles, we're getting fucking Batwings. And what are we getting? We don't even get a movie line? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Because to me, and I know people might disagree, but from what I have, and I love the Mayfix Batman v Superman stuff. I love it. But I'm not going to lie. When I look at the DC Collectibles Superman and Batman from that movie, DC Collectibles had the potential to have the best movie figures out. That
Superman is one of the best figures I own.
Yeah, because of the size, what you can do with the figure. Because SH Figure Arts and Mayfix are smaller. We were getting 7-inch of those. And the sculpting was big. Like, because we talked about it, like you talked about it with the wrestlers, how when they make the wrestling figures, they're small. They did the same thing with the Ben Affleck Batman. Anybody who's seen Batman v Superman, Batman was jacked in that movie. Mm-hmm. But because the scale for these import figures are smaller, they don't really represent it 100%. when you look at the DC collectibles, like Armored Batman, he's big and bulky. So you know we were going to get a huge regular suited Batman, and now we're not. Like that sucks, man. We were.
And that was the one I was really pissed off because I was like, why would you release the Armored Batman before the regular suited
the regular suited Batman?
And look what happened. And I was like, look what happened. The shit got canceled. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
I don't get why that was going to be the first one that they released. I'm like, do the regular one first, man.
Yeah, dude, the regular one looked fucking amazing.
But yeah, I'm sad about that wave. I really wanted that to continue.
Me too.
Because I don't get many. There's not many waves where I get like a lot of stuff from. I think it's mostly Mattel's wrestling figures are the one like company where I'll get a bunch of that product. With everybody else, I cherry pick. Like as much as I love NECA, I cherry pick with NECA.
Me too. This
DC Films line, I was probably going to get everybody. Like seriously, they were going to have my money. like especially with the because I love Man of Steel. That's like still one of my favorite superhero movies to date. I was going to get every Man of Steel figure that they had coming out. Yeah. And now that's not the case.
Nope. They show a lot of promise and they rip the rug right from underneath you.
Yeah, they showed off too many, man. They were even showing off the Suicide Squad figures, and to only come out with 2 figures, they didn't even come out with the Wonder Woman that they were gonna have.
Yeah.
So that sucks. You weren't even able to complete the Trinity with those figures.
Terrible.
But yeah.
Oh, that should have been the 3 that were released right away.
Yeah, those should have been the 3.
Yeah, at least get the goddamn Trinity out right away.
Right.
At least get that out.
Like the fact that they were waiting, and the guys even said it from DC Collectibles when they do those live streams, they were wanting to see how just the Batman and Superman would sell. That factored in that they were gonna make more. But yeah, I don't know.
Derek says, thanks. I know Rob's Rogues had some bad quality control. Yeah, he did in some of his videos. Actually, I got to thank DC Collectibles because that's actually how I met Rob. was because of DC Collectibles' shitty quality control. I actually ended up meeting Rob, and we became friends because of that, because I actually sent him what was it? I made a video on my Arkham Asylum Killer Croc figure, and the arm just fell off out of package.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I remember that.
And I sent it to Rob for free. I said, you could just have it if you want it. I mean, it's broken. They're sending me a new one. He's like, oh, thanks. And then we became friends because of that. And then Derek goes on to say, one thing that didn't make any sense was Hugo Strange was the Comic-Con exclusive. I wanted to see Quincy Sharp and more Arkham Knight figures. Yeah, Quincy Sharp would have been cool. I think Hugo Strange was a little bit more important than Quincy, though, especially for that game. I mean, he was pretty much the main villain.
Arkham figure that I was very disappointed never came out, and I still to this day don't understand it. The Robin that was in Arkham Origins. Was that Tim Drake? The one where he had like the red suit. And he pretty much
that's Dick. That's Dick Grayson.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right, because it was the prequel.
I would have loved to figure that. Why didn't we get that?
Because the only one that we got is the Play Arts Kai. I don't like Play Arts Kai anymore.
Fuck Play Arts Kai. That shit is over. So. First of all, their designs are fucking ridiculous. They're fucking terrible. Second of all, the figures went from $40. I remember buying Play Arts Kai for $40. To 120. How is that justified?
Right. And I think the price is going to keep going up. I think the price is going to keep
guess
going
what?
up.
No one's going to buy them.
Right.
Because you can't. This is the thing. Play Arts Kai, I get what you're trying to do. You're cute for trying to do it. But you have no right getting even remotely close to a price point of Hot Toys.
Of Hot Toys, right.
You are not even in the same vicinity as fucking Hot Toys. Not even near it.
Nowhere. They're not even near Mezco, dude.
No.
They're not even nowhere near Mezco.
No.
Like,
they're not. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I mean, look, it was easier to buy those figures when they were $40 because all of the ones that I got were $40. And what's sad is that two of them that I have, the price did start to go up. I just lucked out. My RoboCop they put on sale around Christmas. He was like 45, but he originally came out as 80. Those RoboCop figures came out like at $80, but on Amazon they took about $40 off the price. So
yeah, I wanted that Darth Maul from Play Arts Kai, and I said I will not pay a fucking $100 for this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
It's not worth it. And it's to be honest with you, the only reason I'd be getting it is because it's Darth Maul, which is a stupid thing to do. Because it's not even like the definitive version of Darth Maul. It's like their take on Darth. I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's got like it's weird. He's got like ammo clips on his body. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. It makes no sense. Yeah, because Darth Maul wielded guns at one point.
Right.
What? Yeah, so I'll never buy another Play Arts Kai figure. There's no need for that.
I'm done.
I got the ones that I wanted. I got, what was it? I only got a few. I got an Assassin's Creed one. I got Edward from Black Flag. I got, the Arkham Asylum one, which I think is the best one, to be honest with you. Who else? I think I only got the Dark Knight Returns one, and I think that's it. So, but I don't know. Is there anything else been announced as far as?
Man, did you order the NECA TMNT figures? Because they said that because people were upset about it being a con exclusive, they actually made a few more for people to pre-order and have.
Well, see, all right, this is the thing with that. The reason why it kind of pisses me off that they do this, and I get why they have to make them exclusives. I get it. I understand. They can't get the licensing for 6-inch regular release retail figures. They can't get it because it's owned by Playmates.
And I hate that because the Playmates, they're okay, but
I get that they can only do it as an exclusive, and I understand they're limited. But this is my problem with it. If you're going to do 5,000, because there's only 5,000 going to be released total, including SDCC, which isn't much when you think about it. Because I guarantee more than 5,000 people are going to be standing in line for this fucking set.
Exactly.
Okay, so this goes to show you that yes, you can put in your pre-order for that, but you are not guaranteed anything. They could have 12 left from SDCC, and once they go up for pre-order, if you do pre-order them, they're only going to allow so many. So that means a lot of people are going to be pissed off that they didn't get them. Because they're sold out, and that's just the way it is. So to me, it's not even worth my time to go after it. To be honest with you, I have no intention on going after it. One day, maybe we'll get the correct set that we want, and that's if we don't, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Because sometimes I just want the Turtles. I don't even need a full set. Just give me the Turtles and Shredder. I don't need any of the Foot Clan. But yeah, I got excited when I saw them. They look better than the video game ones.
Yeah.
And
what was it? I commented on because Pixel Dan initially posted about this, and I said in his comments, I go, "Great, more figures that we have zero chance to get." And he goes,
I saw you put that.
And he goes, Did you not watch my video? I go, no, I watched your video. There's only 5,000 total release, and that once it goes up for pre-order, that website is going to be shut down immediately because of the amount of traffic that hits it, just like the amount of traffic that hits Hasbro Toy Shop. And good luck trying to get a set. I go, Dan, I'm sure you will get a set because you're Pixel Dan. But not everyone else wants to sit online for fucking 45 minutes to an hour, wasting their time trying to get a fucking toy set for $200.
And he'll get his. I think like
he probably already has it.
Yeah. He'll just get his.
He'll get his guaranteed. But he's like, you're not even going to attempt to get it. I'm like, there's no point, dude. I go, there's 5,000 total.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
You might
also
put one out of 5,000 on there.
I also wish that they would just like, I don't know, for people who don't want the whole thing to pay that much, because as good as that set is, I don't want to pay that much for all of those figures. I want to be able to just get the 4 turtles, which would be like, I don't know, $20 a piece. Just give me the 4 turtles and give me Shredder, but I don't care about having like everything else. I just wish Playmates would make better stuff, because Playmates keeps making the Nickelodeon stuff, and they didn't even do that great of a job on the movie ones that they had.
Yeah.
That's why I get so upset that they have that licensing. Like I hate it. Playmates, I want better quality Turtles figures.
If Playmates was smart, what they would do is what they should do is what they started to do, and then they gave up. Just make all the retro ones. Just make them all. Just make them all again.
Yeah.
Just come back out and just say, you know what, fuck it. The retro ones will sell. We all know that. Just do the whole line again. Why the hell not? Just do all the originals, what everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Allow NECA to do what they want. But they won't do that because that's bad for business, you know? Derek says every other company is laughing their asses off at Play Arts Kai. Figure Arts probably thinking, what the fuck is this? He says, I want that damn set, but since I'm not attending SDCC, I probably have a 1% chance of getting it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not even going to bother with it. It's not worth my time, to be honest with you. I have better shit to do than sit online for fucking an hour and cross my fingers.
And that's the thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's going up today, and I'm not going to sit at my computer and no.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I've seen online sales, and I've done it because I've done it before with SDCC exclusives where I've been on Hasbro's Toy Shop. The moment it goes up, I try to get out of try to set up everything to check out, and by the time I check out, they wipe my fucking cart clean, and I got to start from scratch again. I'm like, you fucking motherfuckers! If I got it in my cart, you shouldn't allow someone else to take it.
Right.
There's got to be some sort of system set up where if it's in your cart, you got it.
Right.
Or if you're in the checkout process, you got it. Or give you some sort of timer where you have 2 minutes to check out.
Yeah.
If you don't get it in 2 minutes, then it's on to the next person. But the way that these online retailers sell things as far as exclusives is terrible. It's terrible. It's not coordinated at all. So, but whatever. That's the way they do business. It's not the way I would do business, but that's the way they do it. So, but yeah. I mean, it's a great set. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic set, and it reminds me of the old carrying cases that we used to have.
The case that it comes with is nice.
That's super retro. I had a bunch of those cases with the artwork on the outside. I remember, what was it? The Turtles with the turtle van on the outside. It was all green. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over the top logo, and then you would open it up, and it had a buckle on the side, and you would open it up by the buckle, and then out inside they had these like cheap shit plastic trays, and they would always crack and break. And you would put all your turtles in there, and then the middle sections had spots for their accessories and everything. So,
you know what I still want, and I mentioned this before, and I would be all over it if they released it, but I know they recently had some Ghostbusters figures, but I would love them to make better Ghostbuster figures, for one, because I didn't like the ones that they re-released, but make those figures and make them where they can be posed to sit in the Ecto, and make that car. Because I had that when I was a kid. I had a ball with that because you could put 2 of the guys in the back, you could put 2 of them in the front. It was such a cool set, man. Like, well, they didn't all come together. You bought the figures, separate.
Well,
but just having
Matty Collector tried to do it a bunch. What was it, like 3 or 4 years ago? They tried to do it when they still had the Club Infinite Earths subscription line going. They were going to do an Ecto 1, and all the figures are going to be able to sit in there, but they didn't make enough with their whatever the fuck their goals, their the stretch goals. They didn't make enough of the stretch goals.
Oh,
so
you know what? Yeah, that's right. I do remember that now. Yeah.
They were going to make it, and they didn't make enough, so they never made it, which I think was stupid because that thing sells itself.
Yeah, because we don't get enough of that now, man. Like, I would like to have like more vehicles and figures that can actually be. Because the thing is, we'll get figures, but they won't be posable enough for where if they did make something, you wouldn't be able to put them inside. Like, we get a ton of Batmans, but we get them with the rubber capes. You can't sit a rubber caped Batman inside of anything.
Exactly. Exactly. It's terrible.
Because I still remember when I had, as a kid, another one of my favorite toys was the RoboCop from the movie, and I had the cop car that that you could get, and you put him in there, and it shot like a missile. But it was just cool to be able to have a RoboCop to fit inside the car. If they came out with something like that now, like I would love that. Like if NECA did that, because they make RoboCop stuff. Like I would love like a 7-inch RoboCop that make us, get us a car that he could fit in. That would be amazing. That would be dope. Be all over that, man.
Hell yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like
that would be awesome.
Get more stuff like when Diamond Select released the Knight Rider. Even though that Michael Knight figure sucked, it was still cool that we actually got a Michael Knight to go and fit in with Kit. They just made him too small, and his details were horrible. He couldn't touch the steering wheel. Like,
so he's over here like this the whole time.
Yeah, and if you want him to touch the steering wheel, then he's like not really sitting. He's not sitting against the seat.
Then he's like this.
So I mean, it was a great effort, but not so much.
you get a D for effort.
But yeah, man, that'd be really cool to get more stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm still crossing my fingers for when the Star Wars vintage line comes back. I'm hoping that they give us vehicles, or at least re-release a lot of the vehicles that we wanted, like the Republic gunship. I would like to see a re-release of that with the articulated balls on the side. I'm not talking about human balls. I'm talking about... No, but I gotta clarify what kind of balls I'm talking about here, right?
Oh man.
But that would be cool. I'm hoping that happens with Hasbro, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because I know how Hasbro is. Yeah. I know how they've been with G.I. Joe not releasing vehicles, but poor G.I. Joe. Thank God for Marauders. If I didn't have Marauders, I don't know what I would have. No G.I. Joes. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else?
No, I mean that's about it.
Let me see if anything else new dropped. I don't think anything else. I know Wave 2 of the 40th anniversary Star Wars 6-inch figures dropped about a day or so ago. Whoa, Big Bad Toy Store, did they switch up their website?
Does it look different, the layout?
Looks completely different. So weird.
I hate Big Bad Toy Store, by the way.
I
really do.
Everything like last.
Yes. Yeah, I was just about to go into saying, man. Like whenever you would bring that up in your videos, dude, I was like clapping. I was like, man, and because you got so many reviewers that will say like, "Oh, get it at Big Bad Toy Store." I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
good.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Like, yeah, it makes no sense with them, man. I've ordered from them one time, and it was the NECA 18-inch Man of Steel figure. That's the only thing I got from them. Because that took a long time to come out. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, because I got the notification that my 40th anniversary's hit my pile of shit. Pile of shit. That's
Is
what
that-
I should call it.
The store where you get your Mythic Legions?
No, I get my Mythic Legions from. Well, they had a sale. I just shot a video too because I got some from that. I can't talk. Oh my god, I'm talking for 2.5 hours. No, they had Jesus. The Four Horsemen had a sale in their store.
Oh, that's right.
And that's where I got the majority of them from. But they are going to do a pre-order set. I think they're going to do an All-Star Wave coming up.
Yeah.
They didn't give a release date, but there also is going to be a reveal at San Diego Comic-Con, and I think it's going to be their Cyclops figure that's coming out. Not Cyclops from Marvel, but Cyclops like a Cyclops.
Yeah.
Like a one-eyed monster. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Nice.
There we go. Finally, Jesus Christ. All right, let me check my pre-orders. No, wow, they still have not. Wait, what did they ship then? Oh my God, are you serious?
What?
Wow. Well, not only are they giving you, wow, they can't even do that now? That's fucked up. Okay, well, on my pre-order, my pile of loot, it said the Death Squad Commander and the Jawa that I pre-ordered are available, but not the whole wave. What the hell sense does that make? How is the whole wave? Because I ordered the whole wave, and then I pre-ordered the whole wave, and then I pre-ordered an extra Death Squad Commander and a Jawa.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't they ship the whole fucking wave with those two? And on top of that, it says this must ship within the next 179 days, or they never had that before. That's weird. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah, they always get everything late.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell's that about?
I don't get that.
Lame duck. Or a lame duck. But
like, I'm sick of every time I look for something, it's out, but you go to Big Bad Toy Store, it still says pre-order.
yeah, it's like you go to Dorkside and everything ships like right away.
Right away.
So weird. They're like so far behind. It's like, bro, you get the most traffic out of anyone. You should have shit right away. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is with NECA stuff lately. Like, I've been cherry picking. Like, what was that? I picked up that Gizmo.
Yeah.
7-inch Gizmo.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You know what it is with NECA? It's like if I see it in store, I end up picking it up. But I never pre-order it.
Yeah.
I rarely.
if I got a lot of stuff from NECA, I would be a happy camper because one of the Toys R Us is close to me. Everything new that comes out from NECA, they get. And the stuff looks cool, but I just like the Bill and Ted set looks really good, and I was kind of tempted, but I was like, I don't like Bill and Ted that much to spend that much for that. Like, yeah. But I love their horror movie stuff. I want them to remake a Michael Myers figure.
Yeah, that would be great.
Because like the other one that they have, it's back when NECA was doing that. Like you could move the arms, but the legs were pre-posed. Like I hated that, man.
I hated that shit.
They need to make a Michael Myers like their newest stuff that they've been bringing out. Make like an Ultimates, maybe have. Actually, you know what they could do? They could kind of do like they did the Ripley set.
Yeah.
They could have Michael Myers as like the killer the grown man killer, and then have him as a kid, like have the clown suited kid.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be really cool. I would get that.
I would buy the shit out of that. Yeah, hell yeah. Because we got Leatherface.
Yep.
We got Freddy. We got a whole bunch of
Freddys.
Yeah. I just recently got the because I saw it in store. I got the final chapter, Jason, which is pretty much the same thing as the 3D.
Same thing as
Part 3, just different paint apps and different accessories. But I'm hoping for. I mean, where's Jason Takes Manhattan? Where is Jason Goes to Hell?
Dude, and then Jason Goes to Hell, I would be all over that. I love the mask is all broken up and kind of stuck in his face. Like, yeah.
One of my
favorite Jason. Yeah.
New Blood Jason, too, with the chain around his neck.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. I still love that. I don't know. It's a lot of for some reason a lot of people just don't like that movie, but it's something that was totally different from the rest of the other movies because the heroine actually had fucking superpowers.
Yeah.
It was great. She was fucking telekinetic. It's fantastic. It's like Jason versus Jean Grey.
Yeah.
She kicks his ass in that movie. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Oh, I still got to get that game, by the way. I'll be getting that pretty soon.
You know what? It's a lot of fun if you do get. You got PS4, right?
Yep.
Thank God. Okay, yeah. If you get it, we got to play together.
He said, "Thank God."
Everyone, I swear to God, all my friends, they always have Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it! No one has PS4 except for Rob and Todd. That's it. Yeah.
I usually try to get both. It flip-flops on which one I start with. There's years where I've gotten the PlayStation first. There's years where I've gotten the Xbox first, and it just it just goes like that. But I usually try to play, either get a chance to have either both of them either at the same time or separate from each other.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It's $40.
Yeah. You know what doesn't make sense? I read somewhere how it's $40 when you get it on the the PSN store and whatnot, and the Xbox Live store. But they're working on a retail version and they're gonna make it $60.
Well, the retail version I think is going to be like after everything is released. Because now what's going on right now is that when you buy the $40 game, you get the DLC, you get everything, but it's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a single player story mode. There's going to be more skins, more skins for Jason. There's going to be story mode. There's going to be more counselor skins.
So do you think characters. They're going to finally add in a Jason X one? Because I
guarantee Jason X is going to be in there. I guarantee there's going to be a Jason X map to play on, like a fucking spaceship.
Oh, like being the spaceship? Yeah.
That would be. Okay. I think that's something that they probably will do. There's going to be more maps to play on. Right now, there's only 3 maps, but it's a fun game to play. I think it's better than Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
If you ever played that, I know it's on PlayStation and it's on Xbox too. And it's on PC. That game is it's not the same type of game. And a lot of people like to compare the two, but you can't really compare the two. It's like apples and oranges. It's like comparing a fucking Maserati to a Toyota. You can't do it. You know what I mean? And by Maserati, I mean Friday the 13th is the Maserati, and Dead by Daylight is the Toyota. But it's hard to compare the two. You can't really. I know a lot of people are shitting on Friday the 13th right now because it's got certain bugs and stuff like that, but and it's $40 for 3 maps, and there's not as much to the game yet. Wait for it to be finished. It's only been out for 15 days.
Yeah. Because I'm really excited for the single player aspect of it. That is going to be really awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Really
it's going to be a lot of fun. See, the best thing about Friday the 13th is that if you get a group of people, like I like to role play. Like when I'm a character, I don't talk outside that character. I am like when I'm Chad, I'm fucking Chad. Okay, I don't talk like I'm Anthony. Oh, don't ruin my fucking khakis, okay? Like I talk like I'm a counselor, you know what I mean? Like I don't talk like when I'm Tiffany, I'm like fucking guy. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would I ever talk like ODC? Because I don't. So I like to role play and that's the best part, especially if you get a group of people to play together. Like we should just try and get a group of people to play and do private matches because
that would be awesome. Because one thing I gotta do, I gotta get my I gotta renew my PlayStation PS Plus membership.
Oh, okay.
To play online. Because for a while I had it for the year, but then I was just getting it for a cheap $17 one for like 3 months. But then I stopped after a while. I wasn't really playing online. And I was like, but then when you mentioned like getting that game so we could play, then I was like, all right, now I gotta, I'll do it then.
You know what other game you should get? And I want to try and get Strident to play too.
What's up?
I want to get, is it Ghost Recon Wildlands?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That game's.
One of
that game, we can get fucking real tactical with that shit. Like we can assemble our own squad and shit, and it'd be a lot of fun to play that. So that would be a lot of fun to do. But Friday the 13th is it's a fun game. I have a lot of fun playing it. If you get, like I said, if you get the right people to play the game, you'll have a lot of fun. If you get some dickhead that just, I don't know. There's a lot of dickheads in that game, but
like always.
Derek says Star Wars 40th anniversary figures are so hard to find in my area. It's not just your area. It's
it's everywhere.
They're never anywhere. They're never in stock. If they are in stock, scalpers buy them up real quick and they're gone.
And like for example, not only can I not find them, like Walmart one time had them. I just saw a Luke and a Han gone immediately. I haven't seen them since. And Target, they had the Darth Vader that set that he came with. That's gone now, and now all they have is like 5 Princess Leias.
Yep, the same thing in my Target. They have like 5 Princess Leias.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of the Darth Vaders at Toys R Us. So I've seen I think they had something like 6 sets at each Toys R Us. So those are definitely stocked. That's actually a pretty good set. I actually don't mind that. I think that's actually a really nice figure. I think that's probably the best Darth Vader that we've got so far as Black Series goes. So, I mean, I think that's definitely worth the money getting that set. Plus, you got a nice display stand it comes with. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Zorbox says, yep, ODC ran over some fellow counselors.
Man, that was hilarious.
Hey, man, you gotta go. Right?
I rewound that so many times because you were just like, move out of the way. I was like,
get out of the way, move.
I'm so sorry. That was the best, man, because I did not expect that. I was like, oh my God.
I felt bad, but at the same time, like the car was full. Oh wait, no, there was one spot open. I think I had 3 people in the car. There was one spot open. I just ran over like 2 people.
You know what's funny? And I don't know if you saw the complaints about that game before. It was before it came out when everybody was watching the game footage. It felt like nobody had ever seen a Jason movie before. Remember?
I know.
Did you see
no
when
idea?
people?
Why do I have to get a sweater? What is that sweater about?
But
like,
did you see how people were complaining about how he can teleport?
Yeah,
did they ever see the movies where people would run, trip, and automatically he would be in front of them and not behind them anymore?
Exactly. It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's like that's why they have that in that game. It's like,
well, Jason's always been supernatural.
That. Yeah, he's supernatural.
He got an axe to the head in part 3. What other human being comes back from an axe to the head?
Right.
I don't see anyone complaining about fucking Michael Myers and his supernatural abilities.
Exactly.
Worried about fucking teleporting. Come on, give me a break.
Because like I kept seeing that in the comments, and I'm like, guys, all that it's supposed to be is when he chases them in the film, they trip, and he's automatically in front of them. Like that's what that represents.
Exactly. The only movies where he's running is part 2. Part 3 and part 4.
Yep.
After that, he walks everywhere. He fucking slow walks everywhere. How is he supposed to catch anyone when he's slow walking? Come on. He teleports, damn it. What's your favorite Jason kill?
Dude, to be honest with you, it is as much as this one is kind of lesser than the other films. The one in Jason X where they're in the sleeping bag.
Oh, the sleeping bag one's so good.
It's good. Yeah. It was like a fatality, man.
Yeah.
It was like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
I think my favorite is when he knocks the guy's head off. After he's the boxer guy.
The boxer.
Jason takes Manhattan and he's like, take your best fucking shot. And he just fucking punches his head and his head rolls off the building, bounces off like 4 things, and then goes right into the dumpster and the lid shuts. It's fucking perfect.
And I've actually seen a Jason kill where he like knocks the guy's head off in that game too.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, that's cool.
It's funny to see the heads roll after you knock the heads off of them. They just keep rolling.
Yeah.
What was it? Another? I think the coolest one though is the Jason X one where he freezes that girl's head.
Oh, that one's good too. Yeah.
He freezes that girl's head and then he pulls it up and then he just looks at her like with disgust and he smashes her head into the fucking countertop. I'm like, Jesus, he really didn't like that girl.
Yeah.
So good. All right. Well,
that movie was
God,
actually
I've been talking for fucking 3 hours. Holy shit. Lost the track of time. I think we'll cut it here. My wife just texted me, so I got to talk. We got to figure out dinner plans and stuff like that. So I think we'll cut it here. Yeah, man. If you get Friday the 13th, let me know. We'll start streaming together.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun. But let me just catch up with the comments here, and then we'll say goodbye. Says, how do I pronounce your name? Well, Ayende? Ayende? Okay. I'm fucking terrible with names. I'm terrible with my own name. So I'm sorry. I apologize. Ayende. Ayende says, yeah, I don't get that. They most known for their online store, always getting stuff way too late. He's talking about Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, man, I don't get that shit either. That's stupid. Hey, yeah, Indy also said that if I can't find you a Booker T, he said he could find you one too. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
He said that earlier in the chat, way earlier. Yep, 10 Leias at my Target, not one at TRU or Walmart. That was Derek. Derek also says, if you find an Obi-Wan Kenobi from the 40th anniversary, would you please let me know? I will. I do. But I mostly see Leia's. That's pretty much it. I see Leia's and Luke's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you know. But I'll probably post something on my Facebook page if anyone's looking for anything. But yeah, I think we'll cut it here. I'll do some quick shout outs to everyone who I can't talk because I've been talking for 3 hours. Zorpox the Destroyer, thanks for joining us. Aronis Maronis. I'm terrible with names. I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining us. Super Shockwave, thanks for joining us, buddy. JD, thanks for joining us. Thomas Anderson, thank you for joining us, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Derek, thank you for joining us. Aya Indy, thank you for joining us. Sorry for saying your name incorrectly. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Thomas says it's very entertaining. You guys are making another wrestling. Are you guys making another wrestling live stream? We'll probably do one for SummerSlam.
Yeah, big pay-per-views like that. We'll do them.
Yeah, the big ones like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble. Those four.
Yeah. It just got tough to do. It got tough to do every single
pay-per-view, and now there's 2 a month. So that's that. It's a lot to ask. To be doing that. On top of that, we started at one point we were doing like Raw reviews and shit. Like that's tough to do unless your entire channel is devoted to doing that. So so we'll just do the quarterly ones, and we'll talk about events leading up into that, and we'll discuss everything. Yeah. So, but yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. We had around 10 viewers the whole time, that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Thanks everyone who commented. I can't talk. My God. Thanks everyone. I'll just say thank you. Thank you. I'm done talking. I need a nap.
Yeah, we've been talking for a long time. Thanks for tuning in.
To those of you who were lurking, thank you for lurking. For those of you who commented, thank you for commenting. We'll probably do another random toy talk down the line. It wouldn't be random if we scheduled it, now would it? But yeah, definitely go check out SoulDrum86. If you haven't subscribed, get your ass over there and subscribe to his channel right now, please. For me, do it. I love you. But yeah, thanks so much for everyone. Go check out. He just dropped his Macho Man Randy Savage Defining Moments review. Go check that out. That dropped today. I did a Marauders Task Force Part 3 video today. It's kind of long.
Yeah,
a little longer than I thought it was going to be.
I'm halfway through it. It'll pick up right where it left off, though. I'm halfway through it right now. I was actually watching that before you scheduled the time.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for checking it out. So definitely go check out both those videos. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Peace.